Damn it.
Do you remember what it was about?
Yeah, but I wanted to read the article.
All right. Episode 67.
You wanna know something cool?
Guys.
Tell me something cool.
67, 6/7, Friday. This episode is being released on 6/7.
Wow.
Yeah. Mind blown.
Wow.
You mathing again?
I'm mathing again. I'm always mathing.
Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This.
What's happening, people?
Hey, in the building we have Darren.
Bim.
Genevieve.
Sam.
Darren, see,
You suck.
you leave too
You
much of a
suck.
gap.
You suck. We let you do it.
You see
again.
the attack?
No.
What
See,
happened?
I was letting it breathe for a
No.
second. And I was
That's
letting you
your
guys
problem.
take over. You know
Because
what?
then our guest is like, what do I do with my hands?
I guess it's me. My turn. When in Rome. That's cool, Darren. You tried.
You want to try again?
No,
What did I miss?
nothing.
We
Hi,
suck.
Sam.
Our intro
Hi,
sucked.
D.
So, whenever we have a guest,
Uh-huh.
I was told that I come in too hot and ready to introduce a guest.
Oh.
So
He
I
was
was trying-
responsible for Genevieve at like the last E.
Yeah.
And we have, I'm like, wait, so we told him to let it breathe a little, but now he just sits there for like a whole minute, like he's at a red light. Can I go now? Can I go now?
Anyways, so yes, we have our wonderful friend and repeat guest,
Woohoo!
Samantha.
Always
Sam.
a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
How you doing, miss?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, it's so great
And
to
you
see
guys, it's so good to see you too, D. Oh.
That's what she said.
So Broxana leaves and you just let it all out?
Yeah, last week was really interesting. We didn't drink.
I
We didn't
I
curse
know.
barely, mostly.
Yeah, we did. I think it was like 4 cuss words.
That was impressive. That's a record.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely,
Took
without
a
a doubt. Nothing even close.
No.
Will tonight? Could tonight be similar?
It's a Tuesday, so yeah, we're recording early in the week. Yeah,
Turn up on a Tuesday too.
We'll see. We'll see how it
club
turns out.
going up
Um,
on a Tuesday.
while we're
Yeah.
talking about her, thank you to Broxana for joining us last week.
Yes.
We appreciate the
times.
love. It was
Good
really
times.
fun. That
Big
was-
talent. Yeah.
Yeah, very big talent.
Yeah, I checked her out on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey,
she's
Yeah,
very, very nice.
good stuff. Mhm.
Yeah, I still can't do the lip thing, and I tried.
Oh, jeez,
Don't do
your
it.
poor wife.
Anyway,
Jonas stupid.
it's like get on Darren week, year. Anywho, friends, what was good, yo?
Romans, countrymen.
Lend me
good.
your ear.
I just seen y'all not too long ago. So
That's
I'm like,
not so long.
I don't want to talk to y'all. Did y'all know Darren and I are embarking on a demo? Well, actually, it's really his demo project.
But
But
it was
I think it's a mixtape.
it was
I
men.
saw it.
It was men being men.
I saw it. It looks like a lot of work,
It's a ton of work.
yeah,
So for
So
those
the
that
toilet
don't
and
know,
I'd rather pay someone to do it.
I saw the toilet.
why
outside.
pay somebody when you're an able body? You could do it yourself.
It looks like a lot of work.
It's a ton of work.
Yeah,
I'm
and it
sorry,
looks
I heard
like-
everywhere.
I mean, if you get some type of fulfillment out of it, I suppose.
Saving money. That's the only fulfillment.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So yes, for those that don't know, we are redoing our bathroom. So we're in the demo part of the project, and it's like day 4 of demo, and we're maybe about 82% done. with
Half
demo.
floor is a good, 25% is
Yes,
on.
yes. So the way they built bathrooms back in the 20s, 30s, whatever age it came from, it's like they put down the concrete board, and then they put down this wire mesh, and then they put down cement,
Oh, wow.
and then they put down tile, and then they put down grout.
Shit.
Yeah.
And so it's like nearly just impossible to get it off the walls and off the floor, even with sledgehammers and crowbars and all that manly tool stuff.
I don't know. Is your house that old?
Yeah, I think it was built in like the 1920s, 1919,
wow.
something like that.
That's dope.
And but for all the tile work they did, shitty everything else. Like they put a wire, electric line. They ran an electric line behind a shower line.
I think
Water line.
everyone would agree that doesn't sound.
That doesn't sound
That sounds
right.
unsafe.
Yes,
Sounds
very.
dangerous.
So yeah,
I
so
can't stop thinking about that now.
yeah, I'll show you after we're done.
Heyo.
But
All right, guys. I'm sorry. It's early in the week.
Well, so much. I don't think we could be breaking the record today. I just
Nope.
have a feeling.
Yeah.
so Brother Ben was gracious enough to come by on a Sunday and help out with the demo.
Why am I not surprised that you said demo and Bim came running?
Oh,
I like to break stuff.
man.
He's got a lot of anger, that guy.
Oh, boy, did he.
Stop.
I won't say anything more. I just know I was like, all right, Ben, go ahead, do whatever you want. And I was trying to pick up something. I was like, oh, no.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Hey, here's what demo with Darren and Bim sounds like, though. Hey, you got that? Yeah, it's fine. Do we need safety glasses? No, that's okay.
It's
All
good.
right.
You want a mask?
It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, whose blood is this? Is this my blood?
Yeah.
Where's it coming from?
Darren, is this one of your locks?
And then the window
all
breaks
fine.
here and there. But yeah, all is
It's
well.
all fine.
It's fine. We lived. We're here.
A little blood ain't hurt nobody.
And we may have mesothelioma.
I'm pretty
Wow.
sure we have that.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
All is well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
great.
how you get boy tits.
What?
Mesothelioma.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, you never seen the commercials? You don't watch enough daytime
No,
television.
I
we just
do,
hear-
but I don't
we
remember
hear it,
boy
yeah.
tits.
Yeah, that's
They always
She
say boy-
She listens to the long part.
He says boy tits.
no, I forgot how they call it. Master something.
Oh, there's a term for it.
I'm gonna look it up while you guys keep talking.
Because I don't know if you watch Fight Club, you don't do movies, but there's a guy in Fight Club named Bob. Bob has bitch tits, as it's called. Because
Wow.
yeah, y'all never saw Fight Club.
All right. Back to
So
being
I
offensive.
did, but it was in school.
Fight Club, was a
Fight
good
Club in
movie.
school. Oh, for the psych part of
What'd
it.
you
Fight
say?
Club was a
No,
good
it was
movie.
in a film class.
Oh, okay.
One of those many credits that I took that I didn't need URI
Yeah.
downtown.
But how we get the bitch tits?
Mesothelioma.
Oh, so my thing. So, you know, it was a great release of energy. Clarabelle had a couple of her students come by, and they, you know, young boys, and they were pounding on the walls. Pause, if applicable. And so they're having a good old time, you know, just releasing energy and screaming and being men and boys. And I feel like society was like, yes, those are men being men. What do women do to let off this aggression or
Too easy.
steam or what besides
Oh, to
fucking-
let off aggression?
besides that?
No,
I didn't
so you
say
can say that.
anything. I
That's
didn't
a
say
thing.
anything.
Say
I guess
what it is.
I know, but like, you know, like it's talking to the kids afterwards. They're like, no, this was great. I was able to, you know, just hit something as hard as I could and not be bad. Like, so what's the woman equivalent of that?
They
Yelling
change
at
their
men.
hair color,
What'd you say?
Yelling at men.
Or they cut their hair.
cut their hair.
Yeah,
Something
cutting hair is
dramatic.
definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Cutting their hair.
Or
is
going
a big
shopping. I
thing.
feel like I hear.
Not for me.
Nah, I
I'm
hate
not really
shopping.
crazy about shopping. I used to work out. That would do. That used to hit the spot.
Okay, stop. That's enough. It's enough out of you.
What happened? She
said
can't work out.
workout?
I missed it.
Me and Sam are good friends, I would say.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yes, we are good friends.
You
Yes,
can't have
we got
inside
this.
jokes
I'm
on the
sorry.
mic.
Sorry.
You
Okay.
can't have
Okay.
Millions of listeners who are like,
Okay.
Millions.
yes.
Okay.
Billions even.
What do I do to let off steam otherwise? You know, it's funny because I think that if I want to let off anger, I do the opposite and I just be still, right? And I just find quiet time, quiet space. It sounds kind of weird, like,
Really?
No,
but
it's
I do the opposite to find a balance, right? So it's
effective.
about finding the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
saw
if
an
I'm
article
angry,
about
I
that.
kind of retreat and I'll go to my own space. I'll have my own time. Not like, not like a corner time out or anything, but I go to my own space. I have my own time and I will just, I'm big on breathing exercises lately. That stuff actually really works. But
Jen?
I did see an article about that on Facebook that someone had shared.
Jen doesn't seem like she gets so like aggressive to me, but you do. I feel like I've seen you like hit something before.
Never.
I've seen you like hit at least
hit
hit me.
you.
Yeah.
oh wow.
I'm like, is this something, Darren? Are we using code words?
Have
I
you
hear
ever been
something.
in a fight, Jen?
No.
Me either. Never been in a fight.
Lovers, not fighters.
Lovers, not fighters.
Yeah, not too many women fight.
Not a lot
From-
of
from what I've seen.
A lot of women fight. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, a lot of women. When I tell other women that have never been in a fight, they're shocked.
Really?
Yes.
Because I ask a lot of women that question, hey, you ever been in a fist fight?
Yeah.
And most of them I know.
Really?
But
Maybe
a lot of them say they use their mouth. Like they just talk trash or cuss somebody out.
I don't do that either.
So what do you do?
I walk away,
She
I
goes
guess.
to her. She goes to her space.
So
I
somebody,
go, I retreat.
So
I
somebody
don't.
talking crazy, you don't get the urge to throw the drink in the face and all that shit?
No.
Come on.
Smash
It's
bottle
is
across
that
the
weird?
forehead?
Yeah, like I mean,
That's a
it's
good
so
thing.
funny because if someone's talking crazy to me, then no. But if somebody's talking crazy to somebody that I care about, I think I'd probably have a different reaction. You know what I mean? But to me, I
For some
don't.
reason, people just don't say crazy things to me, which I
Yeah.
Because you got guns.
I deserve. And somebody told me that before. So I'm like, no one's ever tried to fight me. And they're like, because you look strong. I'm like, but I'm not strong.
Fuck around, Jen, put you in a headlock and say, rap.
Yeah. Well, she looks strong, so let me not
They do
say.
the wrestling thing.
I'm like
Damn
that. I would be like
That was
that
my
dude that
favorite
beat by
thing
the
in
fat
wrestling.
dude. That boxer this weekend.
Ruiz. Yo, shout out to him, yo, the Mexican, yo.
Yeah, but I forgot what I was gonna say before that. So yeah, it was an article about some school where instead of giving kids
Oh,
regular
yeah,
detention,
they make 'em
They
meditate.
make them meditate
Yeah.
to teach them coping mechanisms, and it actually improves.
I like
Really?
that.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, I
That's a
love
good way.
that.
Especially for young men who don't know how to deal with that anger. Because
I
I
think
was
a lot
that.
of
that-
I was that when I was a kid.
Really?
Oh, there you know.
I mean, yeah, that was that jump kick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not a jump kick.
I don't know if you guys follow. I don't know if you guys follow soca, but you do. You know Michelle Montana. You know
Yeah.
he's like.
Come on.
Okay.
He's big in the
Well,
meditation and yoga.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like probably one of the hypest human beings I've ever seen in my life
Yeah.
on stage. But he's big into transcendental meditation. You wouldn't be, like you see him and you would never think that, right?
Damn.
I always wanted to try meditating and meditation, but I almost feel like I'm gonna go to sleep. Like I'm not gonna meditate.
But that's okay.
Don't do it on your bed.
Oh, that's
But,
a
but
trick.
that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Whatever
I
you do,
can't
it's
stop thinking. You know,
Yeah.
that whole you've got to like your mind. I
Gotta clear
can't.
your
Like,
thought.
I'll think about the fact that I'm not thinking. I'm like, oh, well, what am I thinking about now?
shouldn't I be thinking?
Yeah.
Why am I not thinking? What's wrong with me? Why
That's
am I?
me.
So I attempted that. I had a morning routine a while ago because I had read that it takes a while for you to get past that part where you just keep thinking. But depending on the person, it could be 20 minutes, it could be an hour before you get. But then when you get there, then it's tranquil.
It's amazing.
Yeah, when you finally get to that part where I'm thinking it's quiet, just wait it out. It may take a few minutes, but you just sit.
But I think the key to it too, and I'm far from perfect with it, but I think the key to it too is that you have to do it constantly. Because not only does it take time during that time, but it takes time and days and weeks of practice
Right.
for you to get to that point where you can calm your mind.
Very true.
But it happens over time. You'll get there if you're consistent with it. But meditation is a very powerful tool, I think.
Indeed.
Yeah.
How we get to meditation?
I don't know, but I
Well, he was talking about things that you use to
to relax.
to
Aggression.
I mean, aggression,
take out
sorry.
your aggressions
Yeah.
and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh.
And I think guys, at least for me, I use it as an excuse. I really just like to break stuff. Is it not even? I could have the best day of my life, and I will break stuff for fun.
So you guys have heard about these places. Remember the other day when you were telling me about the bathroom, and I said, "Oh, are you going to that place?"
Oh yeah, you said that. and I
Yeah,
was
there's
like,
this
huh?
new thing where there's places you can go and break things.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Amazing.
thing now.
That'd be a good business. I would
What
say.
a wonderful business.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the New York Knicks actually, because a lot of the fans are fed up with that organization. They set up a little room with a bunch of things. I think they had stuff from their owner on it, or like the Bulls or Pacers, teams that they had rivalries with, and they just went off breaking stuff.
Yeah.
And you feel better.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's fun to be able to let your strength out without worrying that you're gonna destroy something that you didn't mean to destroy.
Right.
That's what it is for me. Then I get tired super quick. So
You know, I actually, with my son, I have done it in the past before when he's getting really angry. He's a boy. He's you know.
He has aggression.
Yeah, I tell him, okay, here's a hammer, here's a bottle, go outside. Do this. I give him something to break outside with a hammer.
Yeah.
I do.
Get it out.
it feels good to release it.
Yeah, I do that.
It's gynecomastia.
Say it again now.
Gynecomastia is when boys
The
have
boy boobs?
Yeah.
Say it again. Gynecomastia.
Gynecomastia.
All right.
That does sound like something I've heard on
On TV, right?
And they
TV,
say they
yeah.
sneak that in there.
I've never,
Like,
heard,
people
I've
don't know
never
what
heard
that
that
is?
They
word in my
started
life.
that way.
But so you went and
You
looked
or
it up.
somebody you love have gynecomastia?
Gynecomastia.
Gynecomastia?
And Curious
pretty
Jen
sure.
says, "What is that?"
No, they say it in the commercial.
They say boy tits.
Well, they don't say boy tits, but they say
Oh, enlarged male
breast or something.
Oh,
Oh.
they do. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
But I
Everybody's
thought it was
blowing
the
you
same
up, huh?
commercial with the mesothelioma, but maybe I'm just mashing two commercials. But I don't know. Anyway, you guys want to try this weird drink?
Tell the people what you have.
So Super Bowl.
It's a
one of my
Gen snack?
friends
Sorry, is this
brought.
Gen snack?
Yeah, it's a Gen drinks.
Gen drinks.
Which drinks are snacks.
Well, it's food drink, so yeah. One of my lovely friends brought this Dunkin' Coffee Porter Harpoon beer because
I'm not even
it's
looking
Rhode
forward to
Island.
this.
Why wouldn't it? And I asked, can you please leave one so I could try it? And the Super Bowl, how long ago? February?
Yeah.
4 months ago. I still haven't tried it, so I figured today's the day.
All right.
Dang.
I brought official Dunkin' Donuts cups.
Pass it around.
I only,
Jen, you man thoughtful, yo.
shared it.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I wasn't the one who thought of the cups,
Thank you, my dear.
It smells like coffee.
and I hate coffee.
I don't wanna
and
drink
I
it.
hate beer.
You don't drink coffee?
No.
I don't drink
Do you,
coffee.
you
or
drink
beer.
coffee?
Like, unless if I'm sleepy, which
You're always sleeping.
every
Do
day.
you drink coffee?
Not at all.
I just started drinking coffee about 3 months ago.
You,
for the
vegan?
first time.
You don't need coffee.
What is that? How's
What's
it
that?
vegan?
I don't know.
This guy.
Coffee beans are not made out of
I just
beans.
want to start shit. I just want to see Bim upset.
Coffee.
Sorry.
So I think since none of us really drink it,
Really?
sharing
What-
one bottle
What
is
makes
more
you
than
drink
enough.
coffee?
Well, I actually I drink coffee because I was listening to one of my other favorite podcasts, and they talked
Which
about
podcast was that?
the Model Health Show.
I've listened to a few of those. You told me to check
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I really love that podcast, and I listened to an episode where they talked about the benefits of coffee for the brain.
Ah,
So I started drinking coffee, and I love it now.
really?
Yeah, but I don't feel like I have to have it every day.
Hey.
Okay.
And the key is that you have to drink organic coffee.
Do you put anything in it or you just drink it straight black?
I drink it with like a teaspoon of brown sugar, and that's it.
Oh, wow.
And I drink dark roast.
So tell us if you like this then.
Okay.
Wait. So for the listeners, hold on. It has like a. It smells like an IPA, also with like a hint of coffee,
It's just kind of weird.
and it
I
looks.
don't drink beer though.
Looks like
It,
Guinness.
Maybe
it looks
it's
like
the same
Guinness.
one,
No,
Yeah.
I don't like
I don't
beer.
Sam,
drink beer.
none of us do.
None of us
Sam,
like it. This
just,
is
You drink beer, Bim.
okay, fine, I do. But just drink with us. It's fine. Cheers,
Okay.
guys.
Cheers.
All right, to Dunkin'.
To Dunkin' and Jen snacks.
That's not good. That is not good. Okay,
It tastes like coffee.
it tastes like
This
flat beer.
And then
With-
coffee
With,
aftertaste.
like if somebody poured, like if somebody's cleaning up after a party and they're just pouring all that nasty shit in one bucket. That's what it tastes like. Beer and coffee that was left over.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking any more of that.
So you get
They
the
shouldn't like
Ugh.
they took it too far.
you get the harshness of the coffee. Like, it's like the
like
the
aftertaste.
end of the coffee like pot where all the crap is, and then beer.
Even because I'm greedy, I'm gonna keep drinking.
Yeah,
this.
me too. I'm like I can't stop somehow.
Because it's there.
I can't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, this might be the first Gen Sec that I did not finish. Yeah, y'all
Wow.
can have that. I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
we did
This
this
makes
together.
me want pork rinds. Do you say Jen snack?
Oh Jesus!
That makes you want pork rind? How, Darren?
I don't know.
Because that was the second nastiest Gen snack behind the Dunkin' beer.
Darren was bodying the
He
pork
was.
rinds,
Was.
though.
He's like, I don't think I like it.
Hey, hot sauce!
Anywho, Jen, thank you for this wonderfully terrible drink.
You're welcome.
Good
Thank you
and
for sharing it
terrible.
with me.
Good and terrible.
It's terrible indeed. I'm glad we shared one bottle.
I know, because if you have more than 4 bottles,
And left 99% of it untouched.
Who brought it to your house?
I think Lauren did.
Huh? And she drank it while she was there?
I think they drank some.
Huh? Okay.
I don't remember. I just remember going, leave one. Established 1986. Is that Harpoon?
86, huh?
Probably Harpoon.
Harpoon.
Yeah, nah, not a fan.
And flavor specialty classic porter with Dunkin' coffee. Color dark brown black. Aroma espresso, dark chocolate. Taste roasty, malty, smooth.
I'm cool.
Sorry, Duncan. We don't like it.
It's a no for me, dog.
Yeah. Hi, Randy. So, we asked our friend,
Axed. We murdered them.
Oh.
our friend
Sorry.
Sam on the show. Fucking hate.
Oh, I see what you did there. The coordination. Mushroom belt, mushroom shirt. Converse tee, Converse shoes.
Yeah.
Mushroom. Where's the mushroom?
It's from a movie.
Huh?
What movie was that from? Is it Boomerang or something?
Oh, gotta coordinate.
Yeah, gotta
Yeah,
coordinate.
yeah,
Oh,
pops. Yeah.
So yes, we have our friend have our friend Sam with us. Sam,
Yes, D.
I happen to like the shirt you're wearing.
Thank you, D.
It's a Kingston 8 shirt.
It is a Kingston 8.
I like it. Can you tell me a little bit more about this Kingston 8 shirt?
It's green.
Perfect. Yes, thank you.
Kingston 8 is a a new T-shirt company
Ooh.
based out of Rhode Island and Jamaica.
Ooh.
And
Get a grip.
I know that sounds so.
I was excited.
Infomercial, Darren. Tell me more.
Yeah, you can
Drink
check
my
them out at
nasty beer.
www.kingston8.com
All right.
and kingston8tees.com, which I've heard you talk about them on the show already,
I
Darren.
have, but we have a representative of the company. I
Yeah,
wanna just,
yeah. So they do custom tees here out of, like I said, out of Rhode Island, out of Jamaica, and they have their own line on the website. And it's a company I'm proud to represent because of the founder.
All
The founder is hails from Kingston, Jamaica,
right.
and she has it's a female-owned business.
All right.
Black female-owned business.
Sold.
Black immigrant female-owned business.
Sold.
All right.
Sold.
Yeah. So that's Kingston 8. So I'm happy to be a rep for the company.
Hey.
What does Kingston 8 mean?
Kingston 8 is actually the postal code from where the founder is from.
Oh,
So Kingston 8, it's funny, right? So I'll give you a little background. So Kingston 8 is actually, for those of you that don't know, it's actually technically not in Kingston. It's in St. Andrew,
okay.
but there's a long history behind that. So it is actually in a section of the Kingston St. Andrew parish that people refer to as Uptown.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know much about Jamaicans and class and whatnot in Jamaica, but there's uptown and there's downtown, and it's different. People are looked at differently depending on where you come from,
Right.
right? And the owner's an uptown girl, you know, and she's from uptown, and she kind of hit this thing, you know, obviously where we come from means a lot to us, and representation means a lot. And she also wanted to say, you know what, because there's been a lot of stereotypes that uptown people try to act like they're not Jamaican, or they're not this, or a little, we would say stush, but it's like uppity,
Yeah.
right? And so her intention is to create something for everybody, to not have any segregation. So something that's going to be available throughout all parts of Kingston
Dope.
eventually.
Dope.
So.
Dope. Yeah, and I did see on the Instagram people modeling the shirts. Were any of them in Jamaica that were modeling the shirts?
No,
Okay.
no, but there will be soon.
I bet. I like it.
I want to go to Jamaica and model the shirts.
I'm saying. I'm saying.
Right on the beach.
yeah.
So it's available on the website.
Available at kingston8.com, and if you need custom orders, there's a link on the website. Just click on it for custom orders.
So when you say custom orders, what do you mean?
I mean, anybody that may want, usually done in quantity, right? So a lot of people will do them for like parties,
Okay.
party promotion, party events, stuff like that. Stuff like that's big in Jamaica, you know.
Oh, so not custom to Kingston 8 clothing, but actual custom tees.
Your own thing. Yeah, your own thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Looking at the website, I got a chance to check it out, and I actually purchased one of the shirts. And what I like the most about it is it's a very clean and simple design. And I think that the simplicity, is that how you say that word?
You got it.
Simplicity.
Yeah,
You did
okay.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See? Jen's like,
He
I
didn't stick
believe
the
in
landing,
you.
but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
the simpleness
letter.
of it,
Listen,
like
what?
is the simpleness. No, that's not.
Simplicity. You did well before,
Okay,
but it's
sorry.
okay. Defocus. Just look at me. Don't look at them.
I know. I looked at Jen, and that's why I got messed up.
look at me. Simplicity of it.
Okay.
And that's what I love about it too. It's a clean look.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I love.
And I like how the 8's right in between the king and the stun. Very dope. Very dope. I
Thank
like
you.
it. I like it.
Thank you.
Stun.
Thank you.
I definitely got to cut more.
Yeah. So what made you want to be a brand ambassador of Kingston 8?
I believe in the owner and believe in the founder and what she's doing. You know, I support her.
I can dig it.
I support her a lot. She's somebody that has, you know, always had her homeland in the forefront of her mind, and the thing is, she wants to create something that's for everybody, right? So as time progresses, her intention is to create simple shirts that will be specific for Jamaicans and probably Jamaicans only will get, but at the same time she wants to do corresponding shirts that everybody will understand. You know what I mean? That's the goal.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Very nice.
Stuff for the
Thank
ladies
you.
and the boys.
Yes.
I have
And the
a
lady
shirt.
boys.
And sure, all of them.
I don't know. I feel like I need some water to get this taste out of my mouth. I can't
Yeah,
get
it's
this
terrible.
disgusting
There's some ice.
taste out of my mouth.
Yeah, there you go. There's some
But I
water
need
in
a
there.
cup.
But
No,
this
you
cup's
don't.
there.
Cup shmup.
I'll pour the rest of yours in his cup.
Oh,
No,
Jen,
but then
a
you're gonna mix
genius.
the nasty.
That's why I get broke.
Go ahead.
Yeah, don't mix the nasty with the.
Oh,
with the-
that's true.
Yeah, the goodness
Get
of
the
that.
cups down.
Oh my God.
My brother loves that stuff.
This? Yeah, it's delightful. There's ice in the bucket if you'd like some ice.
Thank you, dear.
La.
Should I start with the article that popped up on my phone before we started?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so before we started recording, got this little notification on my phone. And this article looked interesting, but I didn't read it all the way because I wanted to
Better.
read it on the podcast. This is from NBC News. Ready?
Ready.
Let go.
Ready. Texas district fires teacher who tried to report undocumented students to Trump on Twitter.
What?
Excuse me, what?
One more time.
Texas district fires teacher who tried to report undocumented students to Trump on Twitter.
What a hoe.
See why it made me pause? The Fort Worth teacher said she was unaware the tweets were public and thought she was sending direct messages. Thought she was sending direct messages to the president. She should be deported to like Mars. Like what?
You know, when I hear things like this, I always feel sometimes I feel like, you know what? Thank God I never hear Rhode Island. These articles don't start with like Rhode Island teacher reports. You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
It's so embarrassing.
Oh my gosh.
I thought I was DMing the president. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Is
to
this
talk
not him?
about those illegals publicly.
Is this not him?
Who thinks they can DM the president?
You're gonna
Apparently
get
this guy-
kids deported by
A
DMing the
teacher.
president?
That's one way to get rid of them.
Oh.
You know, get them out.
So what's the consequences? What's happened to the teacher?
Got
fired.
terminated. The Fort Worth Independent School District unanimously voted 8-0 to terminate the employment of Georgia Clark at a special meeting Tuesday.
Wait, it's a female?
Female, yes.
Oh.
Does that shock you?
No, a little.
Why?
I don't know. I
No.
feel like that's a dumb thing a guy would do.
Why?
I don't know.
No.
I'm being sexist right now. I don't know.
I feel like I can picture in my head already.
Yeah.
What she looks like and everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Clark, an English teacher at Carter Riverside High School, tweeted that the school she worked at had been taken over by illegal students from Mexico,
God bless.
Oh, God bless this guy.
that Trump was elected on the promise that a wall be built to protect our borders, and tweeted multiple statements referencing illegals.
Wow.
Oh,
The tweet
my.
started gaining attention on social media last week, and Clark's account was deleted May 29th. She was placed on administrative leave after the school district became aware of the tweets. Blah, blah, blah.
Do they have?
Oh, wait, no, there's more.
Ugh.
She was suspended in 2013 after she allegedly referred to a group of students as Little Mexico
Oh boy.
and another
Oh.
student as white bread.
White bread.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Little Mexico, huh?
Yeah, she's also currently under investigation for a complaint that she allegedly told a student to show me your papers. You are illegal.
I don't think anything's alleged at this point.
This is
Why
just
did
her.
she? I know, right there. Why would,
Yeah.
how did she end up back in the school system after all of this?
And I was gonna say, I bet she has no problem finding a job somewhere else.
None.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
she
she'll get
probably
work.
won't.
After the student asked for permission to use the bathroom.
Yeah,
To use the bathroom.
Show me
see
your
it?
papers.
What?
Did she mean hall pass?
oh,
Right, yes. According to district documents, Clark told an investigator she thought the tweets were direct messages to President Trump and didn't know they were public. The Hispanic student population in Fort Worth is nearly 63%,
Oh, she bold. She is
God
bold.
damn.
and 88% of the students at the school Clark had been teaching are Hispanic.
88%?
The end.
Whoa.
She should.
So she was just trying to report the whole school, or
God.
I was gonna ask. Do they have the tweets that she was sending? 'Cause
they didn't?
that-
They didn't show the tweets. They said her account was taken down. I know.
I'm sure there were screenshots out there. Though. I know people got those.
No, that's a good point.
I kind of feel like if it was Facebook, her account would still be up.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how I don't be on the Facebook. Is that how people get
Mr.
down?
President?
On
Yeah, I
Facebook?
hate Facebook.
Ah.
Yeah.
No,
Huh.
Mr. President.
Yeah, that's a little wild. I don't
A
know.
lot of wild.
Miss-
Yeah.
a lot of wild.
You promised the wall.
It's just like,
And here I am teaching all these Mexicans.
I'm a good
There's only one
God-fearing
white
Christian
bread in this
woman.
class.
did you guys hear about the group of humans that went on private land and started building the wall on Memorial Weekend?
No, I didn't.
Jeez.
Yeah, they used private land. They did a GoFundMe to gain money to do it. They raised like $1 million or $2 million. It was ridiculous the amount of money they raised. And they went on private land that was along near the border and they built the wall, massive wall over the weekend. They did it over the weekend where the court systems or the whatever
judicial system was down.
judicial system that would be able to shut them down because injunctions and whatnot.
Right.
When they were closed down. So once the Tuesday after Memorial, they shut them down.
And then they're gonna knock it down. So all this work was.
They can knock. It's private land. I don't know if they can. I don't know if they're gonna knock it down. They said they got far. They said they got far with it. They said it's pretty high.
But it's not gonna keep anyone out. It's like I don't know.
not
Let's just
even-
walk around.
There's this sheriff.
Like, looking at them like, you stupid.
There's this Uncle Tom sheriff, a black guy.
I know you're talking about. I'll find his name.
He's part of the group that built the wall.
What a hoe.
What's his name?
I got you.
Oh,
Hold on.
Yeah.
What a terrifying thing.
Yeah, he's self-hate, the epitome of self-hate. This man, this Batman.
Yeah, he's pretty
That's
bad.
Yeah, and he was part of the group that built the wall
really.
on private land.
Go ahead,
I got
Jen.
one of the tweets.
Oh,
At Rebecca 1939. I wonder if that's the year she was born. I don't know.
okay.
Mr. President, Fort Worth Independent School District is loaded with illegal students from Mexico.
Wow.
Carter Riverside High School has been taken over by them. Drug dealers are on our campus and nothing was done to them. This lady sounds like a whole maniac. Oh,
Yeah,
is this,
she-
And that
she a
sounds
little
like
wild.
is.
she is. You're right.
She probably raised a school shooter.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow. I wasn't ready, but
Ready,
I
I
like
was not.
it. I like that.
Edit that.
The sheriff is David A. Clark, right?
David A. Clark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a bastard.
Oh
yeah.
my. Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of tweets. Somebody got all the tweets. Real Donald Trump with the F word used
Oh,
in the .com. I promptly deleted both tweets and sent a message to Twitter about it. I really do need a contact here in Fort Worth who should be actively investigating and removing the illegals that are in the public school system. Thank you. Mr. President asked for assistance in reporting illegal immigrants in the public school system, and what I received was an alarming tweet from someone identifying himself as one of your assistants, followed by a second tweet from the same person. I do not know what to do. Anything you can do to remove the illegals from Fort Worth would be greatly
The
appreciated.
illegals.
My phone number is listed, and my cell is
Wow.
another phone number.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Georgia Clock is my real name. Thank you.
it's like a skit from a show. Like
It really is. It really is.
here's my number. Here's my
like Craig
identification. It
Gagers.
is me saying this. Yes, thank you. Are you kidding me? Aliens need to come, man. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. Are you kidding me?
How sick is that? A
Yeah.
teacher.
Well, it's just stuff that makes you think about where you're sending your children to school, right?
There you go.
So
and the
that's
fact
a big issue.
and that population, 60-something% Mexican, and
Yeah.
you still have that in the mix.
And like you said, she'll still probably find another job.
Absolutely.
And with no problem, you know what I mean? There'll be no repercussions for her.
No.
Yeah. And how many kids' lives could she have potentially impacted in a negative way with her thought process and her bias?
Like, there's so many tweets.
God damn you.
I contacted the feds here in Fort Worth a few months ago, and the person I spoke with did not want to help me or even listen to me because you're a whole crazy person.
Oh, wow.
The campus police officer spends his time texting on his cell phone and doing the bidding of Jennifer Orana, Hispanic assistant. Oh,
She went at the assistant
principal who protects certain students from criminal prosecution.
criminal prosecution.
Then there is the fraud. Oh, my phone went off because it's so long.
Pause.
Then there is the fraud that is being committed by Orona and how the special education department on our campus is being run. The district knows about about the issues and turns a blind eye to it. Like, it just goes on and on. Are you aware that Texas has little advertised agreement with Mexico to not prosecute illegals who commit heinous acts upon Texans, but to return illegals to Mexico for prosecution? Governor Abbott did away with sanctuary cities. Like, there's just so much.
Well, she keeps calling these human beings illegals.
Yeah. Well, and that's because of the language of people in office.
People like
so it's-
her. Yeah.
Oh, there was a photo of her. Did you guys want to see it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you know
want
what?
to see if
Yeah,
she's
let's
like
put
what I imagined.
Yeah.
I'm curious about her age.
She's born in 1939. I'm just.
That's her fake. That's her fake.
I'd be
name.
shocked if she was under 40. That would be really disappointing and kind of concerning.
Would you be shocked if she really wasn't a teacher at the high school she said she was a teacher at?
No.
No, they had to fire her. So
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
so
definitely a
she's
teacher,
okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane.
And she thought it was private
Insane.
in the membrane.
This is Georgia.
Okay,
Clark.
good. Oof. Yeah, she's old. Get her out of here.
Yes, that's what I pictured.
Yeah. I was because there is a younger generation of people who feel that way. So I was
Yeah.
hoping it wasn't some young educator who was doing stuff like that. But the lack of knowledge on how Twitter works
She'll
gave
let you
away
know.
how.
But
she-
there's so many things that you have to think of now, right? How did she grade those students?
Right.
You know what I mean? What
Yeah.
opportunities?
Yeah.
did
And she's teaching
she
them
rip from
English. It's not even like
Yeah.
she's teaching them like math.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little wild.
This is America.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Sheesh. Make
you-
it happy. Make us some happy.
Well, it's kind of funny. So you guys seen that Dave Letterman series where he interviews a celebrity? So
I've wanted to watch it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I love David Letterman.
yeah, very
Always
very
have.
good
Yeah.
Yeah.
interviewer. So he interviews Kanye West.
I heard.
Oh my
And,
god.
Oh,
and we
really?
watched it. We didn't watch all
Oh,
of it.
Dave,
We
you
watched
why?
It's so funny to see how awkward Kanye is.
He's an awkward human.
He's so like multiple times, like in the first 20 minutes, you see him like,
So I'm wondering because he's been doing that for a while. Does he do that on
That's him.
purpose?
but it's
That's
he
crazy.
does it on purpose. It's him. It's like you can see he's like, like
I'm done
like
being
that's
happy.
it. Like I'm only laughing for this little bit.
I've let out
And-
my joy,
yes,
and now I'm back to
and
regular.
now I'm back to listening to what you're saying.
He's like Kawhi.
Kawhi's a robot. Kawhi is a robot.
Somebody's coming.
Oh, hey,
Hey girl, hey.
what's the goings on? It's an important question, Darren. Answer your daughter.
Don't send her the thin tape.
Can you ask Clarabelle? She knows where it is. It's a black tape. You said thin tape or thick? Thick is the big black tape. I'm sorry, guys, we're having this conversation. We just used it the other day. Look where the printer is in the computer room. What?
She wants thicker tape.
Huh? Oh, the clear tape? Clear thick tape. I don't think we
Like
have that.
packaging tape.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh, I
we
might have some in my car if you want to go look in the back seat. You want my keys? That's the blue one. And look, feel free. There's a brown tote bag. Feel free to open it and look in there.
Should be in bed.
She got to tape some stuff, Dad.
Tape you up for this week.
Kill somebody trying to wrap them up. Anyway, so it's very awkward to see him. But through the whole interview, he said something that I couldn't help but think of course, my favorite Gemini, Jen. So he looks at Dave and he goes, if Velcro was invented first, would there be zippers?
He said that to Dave? Just out of the blue? Out of
It
the
wasn't
blue?
out of the blue.
It wasn't out of the blue.
Okay,
Oh,
They
okay.
were
I was
talking
to say.
about something, but the Velcro part didn't. It wasn't like the conversation was about zippers or Velcro, but he kind of just put it in there.
So it was random.
Hold on, don't make Kanye sound crazy. I'm
He-
sure there's a
What?
reason why he did that. I'm trying to defend
Kanye
Kanye.
But
does
listen,
that for
listen. So
himself.
he did explain the crazy thing, and it made a lot of sense. It was about mental health, and
I
he
was
was
gonna
saying
say
how he said for people that have mental health issues and you take medicine, he's like when you don't take your medicine, you kind of like he said ramp up, and it's kind of like you kind of go into just how you naturally think. And the way he said it, he's like when you don't take your medicine and you go into that mode, TMZ calls you erratic, and I was like. Ha, everybody laughed like, I get it, because you are TMZ and you're erratic. But he was just saying like that's how you naturally think. Like why not be in your natural element? He's like you take the medicine to help you calm down and focus. Da, da, da. But if I don't take my medicine, then I'm able to go in.
Be
So to
creative.
say yes.
Like imagine if I was on
Well,
medication and it made me
Yeah.
dull, and it'd be like it's not really me anymore.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: has Kanye admitted to having mental health issues?
Yeah.
He does. Yes.
He has.
does,
And
yes.
what does he suffer from?
I think he said he's bipolar.
I
Yeah.
think he did. Say
Oh,
that.
he's bipolar. Oh,
It was interesting to say the least.
yeah.
Definitely watch it. The Velcro thing got me. I was like,
That's something I would say.
that is something Jen would say, and
Absolutely.
it took a
Just
lot
like
of me
that.
not to say it out loud because I didn't want to make it seem like I'm sitting here thinking of Jen. But I was like, because we were watching it in bed, I don't want to be like, oh, Jen, that's Jen. Baby, do you agree? That's no.
No,
But
that's funny.
I was like, wow. So then I
You're
was like,
learning.
does if Velcro?
Did you think about it?
I did.
Mhm.
Does Velcro?
I don't think
if-
you would want Velcro where your zippers are because Velcro material is kind of like hair. So if somebody has like pubic hair,
You're right.
it can,
Oh,
you
there
see?
you go.
Yeah.
You
So
see?
you think we'd get to zippers eventually if Velcro
Yeah, I
was
feel
first?
like Velcro just wouldn't be ideal for some people. Well, then again, you're wearing underwear.
It would have worked. If you let's see, now we're getting all into it. If you do if you do the part that would get caught on hair on the which would work
On the other side.
on the other side, then yeah,
And plus, you should wear underwear.
that too.
And you should shave.
Shave a little bit, trim.
But not everybody does what they should do. So I'm just
Right.
saying, every
think-
now and then somebody would get hurt.
I think if Velcro, and I hate that we're talking about this. I think if Velcro was discovered before zippers,
Who
people
says
would be
it
right.
wasn't?
Yeah.
Kanye probably would know. though.
Google.
YKK on your zipper.
Hey, zippers been around for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know when Velcro came around. I feel like in the days of
Wait, which one are you
Tom
checking? I'll
Huck.
check the other one.
I'm
Not
checking.
Tom.
What
Checking,
about just everybody wear
Velcro.
elastic waist pants?
I like last
Oh, that. Yeah. Yeah.
When
Yeah.
were zippers invented? All
Might have to be around when
Darren.
jeans were.
1941 for Velcro.
1893. For
There you
zippers.
go.
Wow, 18.
Yeah.
Mm.
See?
Got a lead.
Don't question Ye. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all?
You're
man?
right. I was kind of like, yo, he right though. He's-
Yeah.
I was sitting there driving to
But
work.
there's so
like,
many other clasps, like buttons.
Well, I'm
there
sure
are
buttons
butterflies.
were on. Yeah, there was butterflies
Yeah.
before, but then like, man, it's too much work. I just want to piss. So you got to do all these buttons
I'm saying there's so
before you
many
take
other
pee-pees.
things. I don't think if Velcro came first, they would
Somebody
put it
was
on
like,
clothes.
Got pee so
Why not?
bad.
'Cause
So zippers, right? Probably came after the buttons with the butterfly, and then somebody's like, "Hey, look, I got something a lot faster." Now, if
This conversation.
they happen to have
This is
the
what happens.
Velcro, be like, "Oh, shoot, it stays together."
I mean, Velcro is a quick way. So
Yes.
you're right. If you have to pee,
Yeah. Oh man, and it sounds cool. Well, but zip is dope too. Yeah.
but then if you get lint in
Yeah,
your
but you
Velcro,
can't be quiet. With a Velcro, you can't be quiet about what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah.
you
you're
ever
right.
try to take Velcro off? So I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
Who's in there?
yeah.
Well, why are you trying to be quiet though?
There's
you
many,
trying-
there's many reasons why.
Why we quiet stripping over here?
There's many reasons why you might need to be quiet. Just saying.
Now I'm thinking of like Velcro replaced everything, like including buttons and zippers and clasps.
I just feel like that's just gonna be his way of putting that on Yeezy clothing.
people
Oh.
buy it
So,
anyways.
so
Yeah.
another thing, he takes Dave to like his closet and he has all his
Homeless people's clothes?
gear. It really looks like bum ass clothes.
Oh, you seen how he dressed? though, yeah.
But to see a whole wardrobe of it,
A whole Doug
Of
Funny.
walking,
Yeah.
walking dead.
So Dave does these interviews in the people's homes.
he takes segments where he goes to their house or he goes somewhere in public with them, or
gotta
I think
watch it.
with.
Is this on Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
It was very interesting.
Does he
but
have the beard?
He has a massively nice
I
beard.
love David.
Oh
Letterman.
man,
Always has.
man, and he's very funny. Actually, they got into it about politics a bit. I'll stop there.
Yeah, because he's not a Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a fan of Trump. He never was.
No, and
Even when he had
and
his
they got
show.
into it. And you know,
Yeah.
Kanye doesn't back down.
Yeah.
So even when Dave was trying to steer the conversation, okay, well, let's go to something. And he was like, nah. It was like, let me shut this off.
Oh man, my brother and I used to stay up late night when we were younger to
Yeah.
watch David Letterman.
Yeah, he's one of
Stupid
the
human
Yeah.
tricks.
Yeah.
Stupid
Yeah.
pet tricks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's dope.
love Dave.
I would always watch it, except for when he had the Jack Hanna come with the animals, and I would always turn it off for that.
Yeah, the animal thing never got me.
Nah,
Yeah.
not a real big fan of that.
Alright.
I want to see the snakes and the koalas
Hey,
and the
how
birds.
come nobody likes Jimmy Fallon as a talk host?
They think he's gimmicky. Like it's
I mean, I guess.
a lot of
Fluff?
heavy music. Yeah, like from an interview perspective, he's not.
Yeah,
he doesn't
he-
have classic interviews. Like
Got
it's
it.
not like he's
Got it.
really probing
I
and
didn't know
getting
that.
good content.
Yeah,
I didn't know people didn't
Well,
like
that's
Jimmy Fallon.
that's I guess that's in now with like Trevor Noah and whatnot. That
yeah.
whole
Well, Trevor can
content
get
thing.
in depth.
Yeah, he does exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
But,
that's in now.
Yeah, and then you have Fallon, who's hey, let's
Yeah.
lip sync and
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
do this. And it's like,
Oh.
all right. So what am I getting? Like each
Yeah.
show is like a.
Yeah.
I guess it's a different pace. Like you make you laugh a little bit and get some entertainment. But I don't know if people value that as much as like let's have because we're in an age of podcasts where people are listening for hours to
Yeah.
good conversation and good content, and we tune into his show and it's like, okay, more singing. It's Justin Timberlake singing more, and
It's more like of the Johnny Carson era.
yeah,
You think? Yeah. Okay.
And I think Carson even had good interviews from what I used to watch when I was a young kid, a
Yeah.
little bit, but yeah.
But he had a lot of like slapstick shticks too. Like
yeah, and he would
that.
do his genie thing.
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah.
But it's I just don't know if people are feeling Fallon because like okay, outside of that, are you good at interviewing?
Okay.
Are you a good interviewer?
Is he
Yeah.
asking the hard questions to
Right,
when
or
it
even
matters?
yeah, not even hard. Just like, is it a fun interview to listen to?
Yeah.
Like, is it compelling? Is it does it pull me in? So
Yeah.
It's funny. Ever since Letterman went off, I stopped listening. I mean, I stopped watching late night
Me too.
shows.
Me too.
And then when Deezus and Mero came out, I was like, all right, I started watching that. And then when they left and went to Showtime, I don't watch that anymore either.
yeah, because who's gonna go to Showtime?
I mean, I actually subscribed to Showtime because they had the promotion $4.99 a month for 6 months or something.
So why you ain't watching your boys?
I don't know.
It's
I tried to
different when
watch
it's on
it.
another channel. It feels different.
It is different because
Yeah.
like, they can cuss now,
Yeah,
but it's like they're big now, and so it's almost like there's more people backing them and giving them more direction. Okay,
So they can't do whatever they want.
yeah, like before they
I
just
kinda
would
get
sit
that.
at the table, like how
Yeah.
we're sitting at the table and chop it up.
Yeah.
Now they've got a whole set, and then they go
They
off.
gotta follow.
they go off site.
Yeah,
and
they go
then
off
it's-
site and
yeah.
they do it, and they have so it's kind of weird now.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
think
I
that
get
kind of took away from the authenticity?
It definitely did.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, we get that money. You ain't rock with Coco?
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
I like Conan.
I like
I've always
Conan
liked
too.
Conan.
I like
Is he
Conan.
still on? Oh wow.
I
This
like
one
always
looks
liked
like a
Conan.
bird. I couldn't watch him.
I like Conan.
I like
Conan.
Conan.
Yeah, I've always liked Conan.
He looks like a bird.
yeah.
He looks like a bird.
Mad awkward looking.
I want to watch more Trevor, but I always
Trevor's
just
good.
catch the clips.
Yeah.
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 I used to like the other Daily Show. Well, there was
With John?
two. With,
No,
yeah, and then
Stewart.
the guy before him. I forgot what was But I like both of them when they first.
I
started.
recommend Trevor, the documentary about Trevor on Netflix.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh okay.
It's good.
His stand up was good.
I love
Yes,
most
yes.
of his stand-ups are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Netflix and documentaries, I don't know. Should I? You could talk about your stuff. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm taking over. Did you guys watch that?
Central
this-
Park 5 thing.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't
I'm
want to be.
not-
I don't want to be
Thank
mad.
you.
Oof.
I don't want to be mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
I definitely want to watch it,
Mm-hmm.
and I definitely will watch it, but I need to prepare myself. I know that.
Yes.
How do you prepare yourself? For something
Yeah,
like that?
I just have to like. Thankfully, my son told me it's episodes,
Yeah.
so I
just
can take it
four
in
parts.
doses.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can take it in doses. They don't. I've been reading because I actually follow a couple of them on Instagram for a while. now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They prefer. They're trying to come out of that media label of the Central Park Five.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
the documentary was
Central
called When They
Five.
See Us.
Yes.
Because she
The
didn't want to.
Central Five Exonerees.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Or the Central Park or the Five
Yeah, they're
Exonerees or
always going to
something
be
like that.
known as that. Unfortunately. That's,
Yeah.
that's
Not
the
if we
title.
change the narrative.
You're right.
Changing that. I
You're
agree,
right.
and I think
Yeah.
it's
Yes,
possible.
you're
There's
correct.
power in numbers.
Yes.
But yeah, I do want to watch it. But I have I get really I
You
have a
can't
hard
help it.
time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just like the Khalif Browder documentary.
Yeah, I won't
I
watch
haven't
it.
been able to finish it.
Yeah, can't do it.
I haven't been able to finish it. It's
Yeah.
painful.
Yes.
It's painful. But at the same time, I feel it's like a conflict, right? In my head, I feel like these people deserve for me to watch their story.
To
They
know their
deserve
story.
for
Yeah.
me to see what they want the world to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at
So
the
I'm-
same time, it's like, oh, but it hurts me to see it.
But I'm torn with that, and I think that's why I have a hard time watching certain things. That's we know. Like, of course, we don't know the details of every single injustice that takes place. But hey, baby, we know what's going on out here,
Yeah.
right? So at the same time, it's good to be educated, but I'm going to be pissed off, and it reinforces things. And then I don't want to go outside and look at people or feel differently towards people. But there are a ton of other folks that need to watch it.
And
You know,
a friend of mine, I don't know if you follow him on Facebook, Nigel. You just said you don't really rock with Facebook, but Nigel put something up earlier saying, for people of color, we know this story, we know this narrative. Suggest a person not of color to watch
yeah,
it.
yeah. Because some people don't know the extent. Like when I
Yeah.
talk about our upbringing on the South Side,
don't get it.
and this is people from like Smithfield or Warwick or
Like what?
North Kingston.
Huh?
But like, yeah, we had to do this, or people would get harassed, or I'd get called this walking to the store. they're like, there's no way this happens.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't see it, right? Yeah.
So they need to watch these documentaries so they can understand these things that take place on a much higher level. Because we know. So if I watch, I'm just gonna be mad. I'm not gonna like white people.
So you said something. You said something a little while ago, Bim. You don't want to change the way you feel about people when you leave and you go outside.
Yeah.
But don't you already have those feelings?
So it's like a temporary thing. Like when a lot of the shootings were taking place, I'm glad Shenny's Shenny because I was able to just let out, and even he was like, "Hey, you need to chill out, man," because I was angry.
Rightfully
I
so,
was
I'm sure.
so angry, and then after like a couple of days, I came back to him like, all right, that's not the solution, right? That's
Yeah.
not the way to feel. So I don't even want to get there. I don't even want to watch it. And then even for the 10, 15 minutes after, be like so filled with hate and anger. Like, because because at the end, you just question, why would somebody do that? You know, how can you treat people this way? You know, but I know it exists, but I want to focus more on, at least for me, how I can help to help people change their mind. I don't want to be angry. You know, because I know those things trigger me.
Yeah.
It's funny we're talking about this because I've been talking about how I believe the next area to be gentrified is South Side, like deep South Side, Eddy Street.
Oh, they're
Devon's
trying.
Ave.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's happening. It's happening hard. And, you know, I spent a lot of time around there and just seeing it, you know, was downtown and they're doing a lot of building around South Street and stuff. So I'm like, holy shit, what's all this going on here? And there's a new apartment building. I forgot what the website is, but
It's
I'm
called
like,
River House Apartments.
do you live there?
I do not live there.
Do you want to live there?
I do not want to live there.
Oh.
I work right next to it.
Okay.
And I actually went in for a tour of it today.
Did you really?
Pricey, huh?
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Because
yeah.
I went on the website immediately. Like as soon as I finished driving, I'm like, I need to see what this is about.
Yeah, it's quite something in there.
I bet.
It's like, I mean, I don't even know where to start. But it's, I mean, you know, they have conference rooms for their things. They have like a beautiful terrace upstairs
Oh.
where it overlooks the river
Wow.
by the east,
Providence River.
yeah, what do they call it? Like by where
India
India
Park.
Point.
Okay.
You can overlook the river over there, and it's small apartments. Very
And that was the
small.
other thing, because I'm looking it up, and they have either studio, 1 or 2 bedroom apartments, and they offer this service if you want to rent. They can rent either an apartment or a bedroom. Correct me if
Yes.
I'm saying this wrong.
That's correct.
So if it's a 2 bedroom apartment, but you're by yourself, you can rent 1 bedroom, and then they'll match you up with a roommate for the other bedroom.
Because it's geared. Those are geared towards grad students.
And that's what it made me feel like. I'm like, it sounds like a dorm type situation.
Those
Yes.
are yes. Because I worked near there when I worked in a renovated building right there, and I can see it. But when they came to our office to explain about the building, because that's what they
She went the other way. She's fine.
it was posited that it was going to be geared towards grad students. When I asked the young lady that gave me the tour today, she said that they have a lot of people that moved in. I was actually
sure.
there on June 1st, moving day,
Wow.
and I saw people coming in.
And I'm looking at these prices now. So you say for grad students, for what school? JWU?
I would more think Brown.
Brown.
Because the
Yeah.
prices it's pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $3,600 a month.
Disgusting. What?
Yeah.
What did you say?
36.
Yeah. When I say pricey,
$3,600 for
For
unfurnished.
what?
Furnished is $3,750.
yeah, they give you the
For
option
how many
to have
bedrooms?
furnished.
2?
For the whole for the one
For-
bedroom, I think.
Hold
I
on.
think there was a 2 bedroom.
Or a 2 bedroom.
And
yeah.
this is renting.
Yeah, they're rented.
And she said it's a small apartment.
It's got a beautiful gym in there.
Is this
It's
New
like
York?
You,
Are we in New York?
And this
you
is
know,
what
that's
I'm
what
saying.
I thought too. Yeah.
I'm
hell
saying
is
this is
going on?
moving, and this
Yeah.
is right at the edge of downtown, right there before Allen's Ave. And I'm like, after
They
that,
just-
you've
they
got
just get
Eddy
them.
Street, you've
Yeah.
got the hospitals,
Yeah.
there's doctors and stuff that live there.
Yeah.
So if it's expensive to live downtown,
They're
they
going
have
to
to go the
spread
other way.
it to the other side.
Oh yeah, that's. I think it's
boy.
inevitable, Jen. I agree
that's-
with you.
that's what I'm
I agree
saying.
with you. I think
Oh,
it's inevitable.
Because even this morning
Wow.
driving through, I must have been driving by your job, and there's a crossing guard. And I'm like, a crossing guard for grown-ups? Like, it's been
Well,
throwing me off all
I'm gonna
day.
defend that.
Here we go.
I'm gonna defend the crossing guard. It's not a crossing guard; it's a police officer,
Oh, even better.
Providence police officer. But a friend of mine was hit there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
A friend of
okay.
mine was hit there. So
Is it at a crosswalk or?
it is at a crosswalk, and people speed down there.
Wow.
They
Okay.
speed down that part of Eddy Street.
Jeez.
So they had, and they put them back today. Funny enough, temporary bumps. We call them sleeping policemen. So every time I'm about to say it, I have to pause and think, how do they say it in America?
Speed bumps.
Speed bumps.
Wait, you said sleeping policeman?
Sleeping policemen. We call
That's
it.
funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna now call
So
them.
I always have to pause and think, don't say that, they're gonna laugh.
What are you saying? Let us laugh.
So they have them, but a friend of mine was hit there.
Wow.
Okay.
She, yeah, my friend of mine was hit down.
She okay?
She's okay now, but it was months and months before she was okay. Yeah, she went flying up in the
Oh my
air and
goodness.
came crashing down. It was
Sheesh.
scary in the middle of the workday. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's still throwing me off.
They
though.
come flying down there. I mean, flying down there.
It's crazy.
Nobody pays any attention to it.
If you haven't seen the series, prepare yourself to watch it because it's not for the lighthearted. It's tough to know that this was merely 30 years ago that something like this happened.
No, not 30. It was.
It was 89. Is that 30?
No. When they see us?
It happened in 89.
Yeah, it did.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was.
They were arrested in 89.
89.
Oh, okay.
It paints so many different pictures, and it takes you through so many. You find yourself wondering, how could that person deal with that? How can that parent deal with that? How can that kid deal with that? How can that police guard do that? Like, you find yourself questioning so much. It's not just I don't want to just say like it's white against black. There's black against black. There's human against human. There's like adult against child, and there's so much that you like get out of it. And it's just like, and this was merely 30 years ago. This is
I
like
remember
in
89.
New York. Like a lot of times I feel like, oh, that's down south. That's over in the west. That's not really affecting
This is
us.
down the street.
Yeah, and merely 3 hours away.
It's funny because the whole downtown south side thing, we were first we went to Indian Point Park Saturday, kind of walking around, and then I wanted to find the pedestrian bridge they're building.
The new bridge, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so I want to
lovely.
see it in person. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
What does it connect to?
It's expensive as
It's
fuck.
connecting well, I'm gonna, because I work in that area, it's I don't mean to take over.
That's
but
fine.
It's that area now is called the Knowledge District. Used to be called the Jewelry District.
Okay.
So now they're trying to streamline it to become the Knowledge District. There was so now there's the Brown Alpert Medical School is down there, down on Eddy Street, and they're gonna have that new institute like build Wexford Institute of Technology or
There's a lot of things
whatever.
happening down there that
Yeah.
we don't know about.
There's a
We're
lot. It's
from here.
absolutely beautiful, and
It's
it's good
ridiculous.
for the city. But so they're building that to kind of connect this side of the Knowledge District over to College Hill.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it's the two sides of the river.
It's
Oh.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
That's
So
dope.
yeah, so
Okay.
I saw when just in case I put up the pictures of it because he got to take some pictures. It's not open yet,
Shout out Justin.
and then I looked up the little news clip from Channel 10. So basically, if anyone who doesn't know, there's a pedestrian bridge. It started building in like '08. It was supposed to be something kind of simple. It was gonna be a $3 million project, and it's gotten more and more fancy, and now it's $22 million.
Somebody's
But
pockets
it's
is
a lot
getting
of.
greased.
I literally watched that thing go up. It was quite a bit of work.
It looks like it's
the guys
literally beautiful.
The construction guys were there on boats.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
You know what I mean? Doing the work. It's a lot of work.
Like you have to see it in
Yeah.
person. So looking at the articles, we're like, yo, let's just go find it. I want to see it. It's not open yet, but I want to see it. It looks like if Darren's always breathing on the mic.
Finish your story.
I try to do it discreetly. I'm sorry. I didn't know how to do it.
Let me know if I'm breathing on the mic.
No, you're good.
It's just sleep apnea over there.
Stop it. Darren's gonna fight you.
I'm gonna win. He's gonna fall asleep. But
He's gonna fall asleep. So go ahead. You're looking at the bridge.
yeah, so went out there and just there's all kinds of stuff just on that whole. I don't even know. Is that South Water Street? South Main Street?
South. I think it's South. I think it's South Water Street because there's two one-ways.
Yeah.
The other one is South Main. That one I
South
think is
Water
South
Street.
Water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's always different plaques about different things, and there was one In fact, I took a picture of it. Hold on, I wanna make sure I get this right. And it was just kind of eye opening because you're talking about always assuming things, not assuming, but thinking, oh, down south, whatever. And you're like, wait, this is here. Hold on.
Did you post it? Because I feel like
It's a
I
nice
saw
area to
something that you
walk
posted.
It's
around.
beautiful.
Yeah,
It is.
very
It
nice
is.
area to walk. You should check it out.
I'm just concerned about the as Jen pulls up the picture, the pricing of the new units, and then how
They're
it's gonna
expensive,
push into the
Well,
city.
it's this is, let me tell you, and while Jan's looking that up, it's what I learned today is that at the bottom of that new building, it's going to be retail space.
Oh boy.
So that's going to push things up a
Oh,
lot. And there's
boy.
going to be a restaurant down there. And just next to it on South Water Street, and I don't know if it's that laborers unions building, but there's one of those buildings over there is going to become a place known as Plant City. It's going to turn in, so it's going to be all vegan eateries in
Okay.
that building.
That was gonna be affordable.
So it's going to be super hipsterville over
Yeah.
there.
Super duper.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Well, I thought I took a picture. It was basically a plaque about how this was a place for the, like on that water where we were standing is where the slave trade, like the boats would come.
Oh.
And people from Cape Verde also immigrated and came to that specific spot.
Well then.
I know, it was really
Oh.
interesting. And then
Very
they,
interesting.
and then they had like, different like signs with, information about the ports and
Are
this and
those
that.
new?
The plaque looked like it was kind of old, but it was
Okay.
like one of those things that you could miss it if you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
It was like down on the ground.
But the signs look new?
No.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, if you get a chance to go out there,
Yeah.
check it
Weather's
out.
getting nice. Might take a
but
stroll
yeah,
around
apparently
there.
the pedestrian bridge. I think it's gonna become a place where they have performances. The way it's so beautiful, it looks
It's
like
beautiful, like
it-
a platform.
Yeah,
with
like
the
a
steps.
platform. Yeah, it looks like it
it's
could be a beautiful stage.
Like performances on the bridge.
Yeah,
Oh.
because it's made of what do they say, Brazilian hardwood and
Yeah.
stainless steel.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That must look damn good actually.
And then they're about to build on the other side of my building another tower. They were taking. There used to be like a electrical wiring and plants, all that. They spent a lot of energy,
Yeah.
a lot of money taking all of that stuff down, and they're going to be building. I heard another high rise of condos.
Oh
there.
sure. How many high rises have they put in Providence downtown since even we were in high school?
From the
Yeah.
times that I've driven by recently, I see like 4 going up or almost done. And to me, I drive around Rhode Island, Providence, Cranston, surrounding cities, and I see a lot of commercial properties vacant. So all these buildings are going up super expensive, and there's going to be commercial space now. Is any of that sustainable? In my head, I'm like, 10, 15 years from now, is this all still going to be flourishing
I
the way
wonder
it
about
is?
that.
Well, I think that's going to be government's decision, right?
Yeah, 'cause I know
how
they're
much
trying to
they
bring-
keep, how much they keep, what they give people to keep them investing here.
Right.
You know what I mean? It
'Cause they
could go
put a-
either way.
They put a lot of money in, but then you have like these huge lots that are just, or commercial properties everywhere that are just empty.
Because
Yeah.
these businesses are leaving, like Benny's buildings
Yeah.
empty, Toys R Us buildings empty. You know what I mean?
What
Stuff
about
like
Hasbro? Did Hasbro leave?
that. They were talking about leaving, but I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
they
think
left.
they
Not
are
sure yet.
leaving.
Like Paw Sox are
Paw Sox,
leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some businesses that wanted to come in, but they old practices like would kind of they didn't want to do business here. So I just don't see like Rhode Island economy flourishing to where we can add all these expensive ass buildings.
Oh, I think positively. I think that new Wexford or whatever it is building, I think there's going to be hope in that for science. It's going to be science and technology research companies. in
So
there.
that's supposed to bring jobs or
yeah.
like okay.
Yeah.
Because,
so-
like you were saying, if these apartments are 2-bedroom, 3,600, and then if they
I
match you,
can't even.
well, they're very small tubing.
Yeah, so
they're
like
very small.
so like practically, I'm a single person
grad student,
who just lives in Rhode Island, is working a regular job,
A
isn't
grad
going to live
student,
there.
a fellow.
But
any.
you can buy a house.
and that's what I'm saying. That's
You
what
could
Yeah,
buy
but a lot
two.
of these
Because-
folks. But the thing too is a lot of these people aren't here for good.
So what kind of money
They're
are
not here
they
permanently.
making
Right.
to afford?
You're
Because you
still a
can
student.
you could rent for $1,200.
Yeah, they're
for
making
their
good money, and
apartments, yeah.
sometimes the fellowship or whoever pays for their housing too. It's funny because when I went in there, the lady said it's part of the. She's like, we're fair housing or something like that. She said.
So
I couldn't understand. I was like, really, at these prices?
yeah.
Right.
They
Unless
have, but it's very high tech, right? So they have, they don't use keys; they use fobs. So you get a fob to get into your apartment.
all that, but yeah, that's
and
cool.
and
but
it's
free.
all like or your phone to get into the front
3,600,
door.
I'll use a key for $1,200.
And they take care of everything for you, but they don't pay heat. After
I
3,600,
noticed
it's
that.
not heat.
I noticed that.
Yeah,
Because it
but
was
she
like,
said the heat's only estimated at $40 a month
Oh, stop.
because it's super
Oh,
efficient.
please.
because it was like, oh, this
that.
included. It,
Yeah.
it includes a lot of other stuff like cable. You know, like she said, you can get it with the furniture, with the
Oh my
TV.
gosh!
And all
On
that
the terrace,
Are there HOAs?
on the terrace, they have TVs on the big screen TVs on the terrace.
What's the
outside.
HOA?
I would
HOA
assume.
fees in addition to the 3,600.
Oh, like-
She
I
didn't
would
mention
assume.
that. They have
really?
lockers for your Amazon and whatnot deliveries that you just open with your phone. You open your locker and stuff. You know, it's very high. They have a little cafe counter, free coffee for all the residents and
They
the
would
guests
want to be
who come
free.
and drink.
Yeah, it seems like a really cool facility. It's just the price is
And
insane.
that's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
it's
So
a-
at some point, the
It's
word's
who's
gonna
geared
get out.
towards.
Yeah.
The word's gonna get out that hey, you can move a mile in any direction. Get you. You can even go to the east side.
to get something cheaper. Yeah, it's a
Even and the east side is very
Yeah.
nice. You don't
Yeah.
have to go to the hood if you don't want. Fine, you can go to North Providence. You can go wherever. You can,
right.
There's
EPs right there. Yeah, all over.
Rhode Island's not that big.
I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna get
They're gonna get
there.
people.
People will live there,
I
but
think
then
that
There's
people
gonna be
are
other
gonna
people
live there.
who are gonna be the runoff. Like either people who live there, like they were students and then they graduate or whatever, but they like the area or they're staying here for work. Those people are still gonna stay and they're gonna have a high, like level. Like they're not gonna want to live, just any old place, and they're gonna move into these other areas and bring that type of.
yeah, because if they're making good money and they could spend less on housing by just living somewhere else.
I personally would, if after seeing it today, I personally would feel like anybody who's living there can't stay home too long. It's just it's small.
yeah, and it's a tiny spot.
Yeah, it's small, but everything. Each unit comes with a washer and dryer, and each unit comes with an Echo, Amazon.
So they're selling
So-
you on technology. That's
Yeah,
Yeah, like it is a high tech place.
It's on the
I'm
right on
gonna
the
give
website.
that.
Amazon Echo costs $40.
At Walmart.
No, but their Echoes are programmed to do something for their space.
You pay your rent, otherwise.
All
I'm
right.
guessing they have
I
smart
know.
lights and smart thermostats
Yeah,
and all that.
it's
Man, I
it's
don't
it's
know.
definitely smart home. It's
Yeah.
definitely smart home living, and they have like the. She said that the idea is like they have this outdoor terrace on either side. One for grilling. You can they have big grill and fire pits and
What's it called again? If anyone is actually
River
interested.
House Apartments.
River House Apartments downtown. They didn't pay us for this, but if you're interested in high tech, living, I love
Expensive
gadgets.
living.
A lot of people like me who like gadgets and things like that. That all sounds cool.
I'm telling you.
just
Or if you
too
want to
poor.
rent a room in my house,
I'm
I have
telling
Google
you.
set up everywhere for half the price. I already
Basically.
got a fridge. I got a washer. I just come stay at my place, half off.
I'm
got
gonna
you.
tell you that I walked in there and they were diffusing essential oils in the lobby.
That's not worth $3,600.
But I'm just giving you an idea of the place. But I want to say a shout out to the staff. They were so nice, very
They
very.
better
You wanna
be.
You gotta have high customer service
They
at a
were
place like that.
very nice people in there.
$3,600.
Or
Yeah.
you could pay $1,900 and they match you with a roommate.
Yeah.
No. Wow. For a small space, I don't know.
I'm still drinking this bullshit, by the way.
Yeah, I put mine over there for you. Indulge.
Wait, 1,900 and they match with the roommate.
Yeah.
So the roommate's also paying 1,900.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're making more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way in my head, I'm like, all right, so
Oh, and sorry to cut you. All the apartments are completely soundproof. Go ahead.
oh wow,
Oh, so you can have sex with your stranger roommate.
yeah.
Or be killed. Or be killed. And nobody would
Which
hear.
your stranger roommate. But so at 3,600, and then you're like, oh, they could just move over there. But that person over there is gonna like get wise to the game and say, okay, I'm gonna charge more.
And this is the whole gentrification thing that
Yeah.
I'm worried
Right.
about because it's going to drive out the people who live in
That's
that
exactly
area
how it
because
happens.
the housing costs in those areas is going to go up.
Right.
Definitely. I can see it happening.
And that's what worries me.
And especially because they're going to have retail spaces down below.
Yeah, come on, man. Wow.
Yeah. And then now if you know where lot 401 used to be, that's apartments.
Oh,
now.
yeah?
Is it?
With
Yeah,
retail
that's why they
space
knocked
down
it down.
below.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
built another high rise.
That's why they
there
had to
with-
close the club.
with retail spaces down below.
yeah.
Oof.
So there's businesses coming onto that area slowly but surely.
Well, not slowly, just
Yeah.
surely.
Yeah, surely.
They're coming quickly, but
Yeah.
surely.
Yeah, as long as it's sustainable, but I just, the people in the surrounding area, eventually it just happens.
I
You know
think
how it
it's
goes.
gonna
I-
happen.
I don't
yeah.
think anything's sustainable right now because I even think about a lot of times. I think I mentioned some podcasts before how there's not even enough people to work in fast food anymore. Like everyone's so driven on getting education and getting a better job, so people don't want to. Even kids don't want to work in these places anymore.
Yeah.
So you'll see signs at like Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's. They're doing interviews every Monday. They're putting how much they're paying, $12 an hour plus tips. You know what I mean? You're like, damn,
Wow.
for fast food. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and even with that, they still can't keep employees. So with everyone being so driven to, get education, do better, how are we going to get people to work in all these jobs and all these retail establishments that we're creating?
Yeah.
And then we're going to have another problem.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I worry about that.
Good old Rhode Island.
But I do see the gentrification issue is going to be something else.
I worry about that and Velcro.
Whole life would have been different. Jeans would have had a whole different feel. Saying.
But then you get lint in the Velcro, and then eventually it wouldn't stick. Now you got to throw the whole pants away.
That's the thing with Velcro.
The zippers break.
How often?
I bet I would be breaking.
Not as often as a joke.
The YKK is the good stuff. Who is YKK?
I think I looked that up once and I forgot.
They got money.
They got money.
What else are we talking about?
Yeah, you guys don't care about sports, but
gosh.
nobody watched boxing over the weekend. I'm the only
I'm
one.
sad
that
I
did,
fell
huh?
asleep and I woke
I
up
watched
to
that meme.
You saw the knockout in the video.
Ooh.
So, English Nigerian boxer Anthony Joshua, champion, who we all wanted to fight Deontay Wilder to unify and have an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world for the first time in a long time, lost to Mr. Ruiz. I won't get his name right. Anyways,
It's like Andrew.
Andy Ruiz, I think.
I thought it was Ruiz Jr.
Yeah, Andy Ruiz Jr. But he took the fight with like 5 weeks notice, something like that.
You could tell.
That's just his body. That's just his body.
That's how he built like that.
Yeah, he just
big
I'm very
bullshit.
proud of you.
yeah, Andy Ruiz. So he took the fight with less than 2 months notice and got the win. Knocked Anthony in the same round. He got knocked down by Anthony Joshua. Then he got up and knocked Anthony Joshua down twice, finishing him off in the 5th or 6th round, something like that. So funny memes, everything comes out after that. But the best thing that we saw after was who took a picture with Anthony Joshua
Drake.
before the fight?
Drake.
Mr. Drake. Mr.
And then-
Jinx Drake.
And on top of that, his caption said, "Gonna break
Gonna
the curse."
break the curse.
No, you're not.
Oh,
No, you're not.
Lord have mercy.
I swear to God, if Drake ever asked to take a picture of me, I'd be like, "No,
Nope.
bitch,
No, get away.
no, bitch, not gonna ruin my life."
So now, linking that to the NBA playoffs, which I know none of you guys are watching either.
Yeah, it's what,
Toronto
one of
Raptors and the Golden State Warriors 1-1.
Toronto.
So now, because Drake is a team ambassador or whatever, and he's been talking wild shit.
Wow.
Warriors lost Kevin Durant. He's out.
for the series?
He might come back for game like 5 or 6,
No.
maybe. He's been out since the last series.
No.
Yeah, but Clay got injured a little bit last game. They lost their center. Yeah, but it's thank you, Sam, because he wasn't gonna do it. But they still got the win. So if they somehow, with all these injuries, beat the Raptors,
Definitely
Drake got to
Drake.
go somewhere.
Drake gotta have all the seats.
Because he been talking mad shit too. He been talking a lot of shit. But he
Why you don't like Drake?
because he talk shit.
You talk shit.
No, I don't.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I
you
do.
talk truth. I talk truth.
You talk true
What did
shit.
Drake ever do to you?
He's Drake. Yeah, have you heard Drake's music?
Yeah.
you like
yeah.
Drake's
What do
music?
you
I like
think?
his
I live
music.
under a rock?
You like his music?
I like his music.
Yeah, I do.
Some of his shit do slap, don't it?
yeah.
I still hate him though.
I think he's talented. I think he's talented.
I just don't like the guy.
Yo.
And it's to a point where I disliked him for so long that I can't remember why I don't like him.
Bim,
But when I see him on the
expect better from
sideline,
you.
when I see him on the sidelines, he's not a coach, he's not a player. Yet he's standing and he's touching the coach and he's talking shit
Yeah,
to the
back
players during the
rubs.
game and all that shit.
He's
Like, get
Drake
out of
and
here.
you can't. Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
And he's one of the dudes who probably don't even look like they like sports or know sports like that. And
What?
he-
You are no. Okay, slow down with the judgment. Judging.
and he jumps from team to team. So like for college football, I think it was, he was rooting for one team one year and then rooting for another. Same thing I think he did for college basketball. And then NBA games, before he was a Toronto Raptors ambassador, he was bouncing around from team to
G.
team.
Darren, do you think that Bim doesn't like Drake?
Oh, we know he doesn't like Drake.
I don't know. It's
It's a
It's
thing.
documented.
But yeah, doesn't he have a
I'm
couple
waiting on a
tats?
shirt that says
Has a couple tats
Ban
of,
Drake. He has a little weird tattoo. He's a tattoo of Aaliyah. So I don't-
No.
Does he really?
A
Yes.
couple of the Golden State people.
I hope not.
He does. I could have swore. I mean, unless they photoshopped it, which they
Probably
did.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of hard losses, my guy, ladies and gentlemen, today's you're listening on Friday, but we're recording on Tuesday. My guy James lost.
I seen
last
it when
night
I
on
was at the
Jeopardy.
Oh my
Jim.
God! Yes, he did. And
got taken out.
I get in front. I smiled.
What a jerk.
I know I'm an asshole.
I personally have a theory. I think he threw that game.
You think so?
Did you actually watch the episode?
No, I saw when I was on the treadmill that he lost.
Yeah,
but,
I feel like he threw the episode.
Why?
Because he just
Bored?
yeah, like because
Was he not trying?
like at the final Jeopardy, he always bid something crazy like $20,000 to $40,000.
Right.
This time he bid like $1,000. And
he
he got the
wasn't-
answer right.
Oh.
He got the answer right.
Oh, so if he would have
If he
wagered
would have bid,
more,
he would have won.
been- Oh.
And so this morning they had him on CBS, and they were asking him about it. And so apparently he was only $60,000 away from beating Ken Jennings' record.
Right.
So it just seemed a little odd as somebody who's won. You have the top 16 records of amounts in one day winnings.
Yeah.
And then you all of a sudden lose when you're $60,000. And he's a professional gambler. So I wouldn't be surprised if he bet against himself in Vegas.
Oh my God.
I'm just throwing out theories, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Just throwing out
It's
theories.
stupid too.
Oh shoot.
He's a
Me
professional
neither.
gambler.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We didn't.
Sorry.
We didn't realize he could be a professional gambler.
Yeah, that's
you
his-
don't,
that's his job.
professional poker players. You never saw that?
Yeah.
Poker player.
Poker plays
yes.
That's
different 'cause
gambling.
That's a game.
But,
Yeah, all of it's games.
so I
Give it a
feel like
chance.
gambling is like I bet you $20 professionally that you're gonna lose.
Darren,
That's-
what are you
I know,
talking
That's
about?
what we're talking. That's what we mean. That's what we mean. Like,
Yeah, like if
Yeah, I
that's your
didn't know
only
that.
source of income, then yeah, that's your profession.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like,
how long? I don't know anything about this fella.
Oh.
I've heard you guys talking
Oh.
about him on the show.
Here's the.
But how long has he been on Jeopardy? You
I
know?
think he was on almost 40 episodes.
What?
Yeah.
Right, and then you all of a sudden lose by betting $1,000. Like it just seems
Wow.
very
Intentional.
yeah. But the
Yeah.
lady who beat him, she was a beast.
She was killed. She was like
She-
up 40 something K.
Yeah, I
Right?
think she won like 45,000 for the episode. So it's not like he lost to someone and just like completely threw it. Like she was a competition,
Yeah.
but I don't think he put all his all into it.
Yeah.
I wish I was Jeopardy smart.
Why?
But the thing is, he's
You
not.
know?
He's not Jeopardy smart. He just knows a lot of random shit.
But don't you have a book to study? They give you a book to study, or
I
was that
think
just
they-
in that movie?
White man can't.
Yeah, I
judge?
was wondering about that too. I was wondering about that too. But he looks like he just knows a lot of stuff, and he's good at because Jeopardy questions are really they have hints in the questions. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, like if you actually pay attention, a lot of times I'll get the answers right because if you can figure out the little hint, you can get it right.
Ah.
So if you pay attention, because the name of the category is hint number
Oh,
one.
gotcha. Okay.
And then the stuff in the question itself is more hints.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. So
Jen, you're Jeopardy smart.
ew.
I'd like to see
it.
Jen on Jeopardy.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they were all math questions?
Math Jeopardy.
Yo.
If Jeopardy round would be like all math questions and double Jeopardy would be like sandwich questions.
This famous 3-layered sandwich.
Club.
What is a club?
What is club? Double Jeopardy.
I can see it with a fanny pack. How much you want to wager?
With her fanny pack.
What is a steak bomb?
She would wager and then explain her wager too. Like I'm wagering $32 because
I'd
you
be
know
like James.
tomorrow is like 3 and then 2. And then,
Like James, his wagers a lot of times were dates and stuff.
Oh.
So like a lot of times he did that 10. I can't remember what it was.
The Vegas
10,117 I think it was. It was just the date of the Vegas shooting.
So do you know how much money he won it all?
He won like 2.4 million.
Wow. Sam, you gotta say it louder.
Oh, wow.
Right.
From Jeopardy?
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. You got to 2.4 million. You were $60,000 away from beating the guy who got 2.5, and you're like, oh, I lost today.
But I like your theory of him betting on himself. So there's a thing
'Cause he
called
would-
prop bets, right? So where you can bet on like side things. It's not always sports.
Yeah.
So unlike The Bachelorette, I'm sure in Vegas or casinos you can bet on who she chooses. So I'm sure there was a betting line on who's gonna win in Jeopardy.
Or how many games would he win, or something like that. It's
Right.
some kind of card.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably didn't bet it, but
Somebody on his behalf.
somebody got the
Is
money.
he from Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he lives in Vegas and he professionally bets on like sports and stuff. And
Wow.
Wow, that would be something.
And his name is Jay?
James
James what?
Hausauer. But I mean, he said, he had promised his
Hausauer.
4-year-old daughter a party, blah, blah, blah. So, it made it seem like, oh, he wanted to go home to his kid, but I don't know.
Yeah, he's up 2 point. I'm sure he took care of the back end. If he wanted to be home, like, all right, let me end this
Hey-o.
and potentially make some money.
That's
Yo,
him.
that's crazy. I didn't even think of that.
So young.
Smug face.
He looks
Leave
very
him
young.
alone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, Darren. He's
Oh.
always
Why
talking
you
about
hate him,
his
Darren?
face.
Because he knows stuff. He's better than Drake.
He looks very young. His face.
He is better. Most
knows-
people
Oh
are.
gosh, poor Drake.
He knows things in his
Not
drinks.
portrait.
Ah.
Facts.
You said nicer things about Kanye than you ever said about Drake.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Come on, man. He
like
said
them
on
both.
TV, George Bush hates black people. Drake got to do a lot to top that.
But now,
He got to do a lot to top. He's Canadian. He's already
but now he
down.
wants to re-elect Trump.
Who does?
Kanye.
Kanye.
Well, I'm ignoring that.
Okay. You ignore what you want
He's
to
on the
ignore.
meds. He's off his meds.
Ignore what you want to ignore.
We're conveniently just
Ignoring that.
He's off his meds. It's fine.
he's a crazy person. But yeah, so that was my James rant. I wanted to make sure I got that off.
Yeah, I was gonna mention it because I was on the thing. I was like, "You lost?"
And you know what made me mad? My
I did
phone.
that. Oh,
I was mad because my phone, like I said, the notifications pop up, and at the beginning of it said, "Find out what happened to James." It said spoiler alert. Find out, and I just stopped reading right there. I was like, "Y'all gonna tell me he lost? Why would you tell me that 3 hours before the show comes on? You know, invested in this." So then, like the episode's on, and I'm just even watching it. I'm like, this doesn't feel like him. You know what I mean? I've watched 40 episodes of this guy, or whatever. I'm like, this doesn't even feel right.
Shenny's my Vegas insider. I'm gonna see if he did something on the side that the streets
Alex,
know
Alex
about.
probably was all upset.
Yeah,
too.
he was.
James, why?
What did
Why,
he do?
James?
Did he hug him?
I didn't know.
So did he have to think of 40 different things to say at the start of the show?
Alex?
No, James. You know how they talk? He talks.
Yeah,
to
they asked him different questions each time.
Wow.
And then a lot of times he would change how he wrote his name, or on
He
the
had
final
time.
question. Yeah, he was like he knew the answers to the point where he had time to write the answer and then write "Happy Birthday."
Wow.
And it was a different person, or draw a picture. Like you knew the answers. You know you knew
This
the
guy's
answers.
a superstar.
There's got to be a highlight reel out there.
There's
Yeah.
definitely. I just saw it pop up
Maybe a
of all his
superstar.
Final Jeopardy answers.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, so if you watch all the Final Jeopardy answers, you'll see how that last bid just made no damn sense. I was like 1,300. What the fuck?
He made some money on the side. Yeah, I like that idea.
Because even if he bet it all and he lost it all, second place gets $2,000. Third place gets $1,000. You
Right.
won $2.4 million. So what does it matter if you got second or third place?
Right. Yeah.
Just throw it all in. He had $20-something thousand. Bet it all.
Sorry, Doc.
But I love James, and I don't
I
want to
don't
go to
even know.
jail.
I just keep looking at him. I'm not really
I mean,
looking at it.
Me and Sam were talking earlier about things we could bring up, and Sam had a really good question.
I had a few.
You had a couple.
Ask away. Oh shit.
So, I'll let you ask.
clumsy
It's your
Nigerian.
Well,
question.
what's the question?
Oh,
No,
the-
you asked me that.
Okay, all right. So it kind of goes earlier. We were talking about how do we let off steam. Sam came up with a good one. How do you relax? What do you do to relax?
That is a good question.
I've noticed recently that I need to relax more. My shoulders are always up. Throughout the day, I'll like think about it, try to be more conscious and kind of relax my shoulders, take deep breaths because I take really shallow breaths.
The breathing's a great one, man.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's
I
a
take
great
very,
one.
very shallow breaths.
But how do you relax, guys?
Right away, my mind goes to, and this is probably the best part of my day. After work, when I know I don't have anything to do, I change into my comfy clothes, I get on the couch, and I just lay there.
Yeah.
And I don't even put
Simple.
the TV on sometimes. I just boom, just
Simple.
lay
Most of
there.
the time, my TV's off.
Or,
Yeah.
I'm sure we've all done it. When you get home, and you pull up, and you just sit in the car.
Yeah, that's
I
what
sit in the
relax.
car sometimes for like 20 minutes. I just sit there.
Especially if it's
Yeah.
music I like.
Yeah.
Diffuse.
Oh, yeah. Just get it, just settle, and then, now I go
Or what I
outside.
do is I come home, like you said, change my comfort, and I just lay on the bed like this on my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Feet hanging, arms hanging. And I just
That's,
do that. It feels
Yeah.
so good.
that
Yeah.
looks like it feels good. I like to make my house very comfortable, so I have like the recliners, the comfy bed and stuff. So, I mean, I just lay down. I just take a lot of naps.
I'm not a napper, see?
Yeah,
I'm not a
naps.
napper.
Naps
I'm
are
a
good.
napper, but I'll say the most for me it's taking like a good hot shower and just letting all this get hit.
That he touched the back of his
Oh,
neck.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Hot showers are extremely relaxing.
So do you put your hair
Like I
up
could
when you
stay
take a
there.
shower?
Oh, yeah.
You wear a
Okay.
shower cap?
She's trying to picture the whole thing.
Me too. I was like, do I want
Do you wear a bonnet? Do you wear...
a bonnet? Sounds so much worse.
Or you just put a plastic bag on your head? What'd you do?
I just gotta.
Don't tell me use a plastic bag.
The people want to know,
No,
Darren.
Don't tell me it's a
I use a
plastic.
shower cap.
What color is it?
It's clear, damn it.
It's got little pink
Oh, you got one of the little
flowers
thin
on it.
ones? They don't rip?
I have to use two.
Well, he would have to use two because of the
Yeah,
lens.
put it up
yeah.
front. And then
Put it
Babe,
back,
you
yeah.
don't understand.
I don't. Well, how do you use two shower caps?
Because you
He
have
has
to
to
one
catch.
at the front.
Put
He has to catch
one
half of his
here,
hair.
and then so I have to
Yeah.
do all this up here. And
Yeah.
yeah. And then I gotta fight I can't mean that's why we can't take a shower together.
If you
'cause
braid your hair, do you have to use two? When your hair is braided,
Yeah.
do you have to use two?
Or I just buy a better one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, the bonnet one's all like big and blue and
Or
You don't
pink,
feel
usually
manly?
pink. And lacy, little
oh,
lace
yeah,
trim
yeah,
around
nah,
it.
I'm all set.
So you just want two
I'd rather
plastic
just,
ones?
$2
I
store
just get
ones.
my hair wet.
Because I feel like those plastic ones will just keep ripping on you.
Yeah, they do. A lot. No, I'm not getting a bonnet.
But it's like lined in that shit they make shower curtains in. Like,
Yeah, it's. I'm
Maybe you
not
should get a
getting.
swim cap.
I'm not getting. Yo, man, hate if you want, man. It's hard work with these lots, man. Oh, boy.
man.
This is
Well, hot
struggle.
shower, but for me, like a glass of wine.
Oh, word.
A
Yeah.
glass of wine and just sit down.
I've realized as a kid growing up watching movies and shows, the hardworking person or executive comes home and would either pour scotch or cognac or wine and sit down. I was like,
Yeah.
who does that? Like, I didn't get it as a kid.
Now you're like,
Now.
genius.
Give me a Hennessy fountain. Just what?
You know what's so funny? Last week after we finished recording, we didn't drink whatever. And at the end of the episode, Bim takes his honey
You
jack.
lying on me.
And he was supposed to just take it to the face. He's like, no, we don't do this now. And I'm like, no, Bim.
He's like, no, I don't need
Yeah,
it.
what kind of day did you have?
I be having long days.
But I noticed nobody said music.
I listen to music throughout the day.
Yeah,
Whether-
I'm surrounded by music,
Literally
so-
all day I'm listening to music.
so if
But
I
you
get-
don't play a certain kind of music when you want to relax?
Actually, when I want to relax to fall asleep, I play rain sounds.
I do that too.
Isn't it so
I love
great?
that. So my trick, right? My trick, because I'm a Google, I'm Googleize. I just say, hey Google, make it rain,
Oh, okay. That's dope. That's
right?
dope.
And then I do lavender essential oil and the rain sounds. Serene,
Really?
That sounds beautiful.
Yes.
I just do the rain sounds. And I don't know who's putting out all these rain albums on like
On like Spotify. Yes.
Somebody's making money off of all these streams.
Sounds
Yes.
of rain.
And they all sound the same. Like if somebody tells you it's rain, you'll be like, oh, it sounds like rain. But if somebody tells you it's a fan, you're like, oh, it sounds like a fan. If somebody tells you it's wind, oh, it sounds like wind.
Wow.
If somebody tells you it's sand, oh, it sounds like sand. Like it all sounds the same. Who's making money off of these things?
But you know what's funny? Like at work, it's funny because at home I listen to the rain, but at work, if I'm getting really tense at work, sometimes whatever I'm listening to, I'll shut it off and I'll play sounds of the ocean, or sounds of the sea. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have done it. The fireplace crackling. I've done that one. Oh boy.
I might
yeah.
try that tonight.
Yeah. It's yeah. I
Try
like
the
that one.
rain, guys. Try the rain.
Oh, when I got my Google stuff all around the house, I tested all of it. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I did the
love
rain,
it.
I did the ocean, I did the fireplace one. But the fireplace one, I actually like fell
You
asleep.
guys are good
Really?
because Clara was doing that for a while. And I was like, yo, shut this shit up.
Because it's essentially white noise.
Yeah, it's white noise.
Oh, she
Yeah.
was just like, oh, what should we listen to tonight? And I'm like, I want to listen to me snoring.
You're so miserable,
Piece of
Darren.
shit. Yeah, I'll do this shit. And then I feel like, and you're talking about the crackling of wood. I'm like, I don't want to stop my fireplace. Look at how pinky
this
up
guy.
I am. Look at this.
But you ain't even use your fireplace.
I do. We do it from here in time. It's just
you?
Carter doesn't like it.
Okay.
So but jazz, if anything. But I don't have problems falling asleep. So,
Sade.
I don't have problems falling asleep either, but rain makes it faster.
Makes it fast. Oh, another one that has is the like the crickets one. But that freaked me
I don't
out.
like
No,
crickets.
That freaked me out. I was like,
because I don't think there's a
I
cricket
like
in my
crickets.
house.
Yeah.
That'll-
I'm gonna tell you the rain, Jen. I'm with you on that one. The rain
Yeah.
hits the spot.
So if
The
anyone out there
rain
who's
works.
having trouble sleeping, if you have any streaming Spotify title, whatever, look up Rain Sounds. I'm sure they have an album. Press play, go to sleep tonight. Let us know what happens.
Yes.
yeah, or if you have a Google or Amazon assistant, tell them to play it, the sound, and they'll just go until you
Yeah.
tell them to stop.
And I do recommend diffusing lavender oil.
I gotta try that.
I'm not sold. I wasn't because the lady has it. She's like, "Oh, my diffuser, yeah, put it on
I
sleep."
love mine. You know, because you got the mindset. You
No,
already
I was
sit
like,
here.
let me see if it works.
Yeah.
And
It's relaxing.
Did
Or
you
you
like
can put
it?
drops under your pillow. On your pillow, they
I
say.
hear that works too.
Yeah.
I like okay.
Oh,
Candles are nice
scary.
too. But I get nervous because I can't go to
Candles.
sleep with candles
Nope.
on.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Burn the whole damn house down.
Really, huh? Oh, well, you guys are much better than me.
Darren.
You go to sleep with candles burning, Darren?
Good night.
But yeah, you won't light your fireplace.
He said, good night.
Good night.
But rain sounds are too much.
It's not too much. I feel like
I
to
think- feel
play
like-
the noise is.
I feel like you
too
didn't give it
much.
enough chance. I feel like
I did.
Oh,
You got to find your sound, Darren.
Yeah, I do. I guess.
Maybe you need a fire crackling.
No, I need silence.
I feel like you need a.
Actually, you know what's really relaxing to me? When I get out of work and I don't have no kids in my car, I put all the windows up and just radio off and just go.
Yeah.
That's relaxing.
That's your downtime.
Look at Sam's like, I don't get it.
I like to drive sometimes if it's like really nice weather, like
Yeah.
a couple Saturdays ago. I didn't even mean to. I meant to go to Target and I was like, I'll just go to IKEA instead. And I drove to IKEA, put all the windows down, and just go.
We go all the way to IKEA.
I'm telling you, I was like, it's so nice. It's like perfect driving weather. It was so relaxing,
It
and
was.
I went to IKEA.
Have you been to
Nobody
Target?
said smoke weed, huh? To relax.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Oh,
Say-
that's not
No,
just a given.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not just a given.
That's just what-
I,
that's the kind of
I
thing
almost
people
expected
don't
been to
do.
say magic.
Everybody drunk to drinking,
Zone,
but nobody
nah,
went
it's
to the
different.
natural stuff.
Natural herbs.
Right?
That is different, friend.
That's a different type of relax.
Yes, it is. That should put me right to sleep. That put me right to sleep. After I'm discussing with myself, I'm like,
All right, so TMI coming up.
Oh boy, that's what we waited for. Shower caps
Sunday.
was enough.
So we're gonna do work in the bathroom on Sunday. Clara will take the kids out, and I had just finished eating breakfast, and I was like,
What to do?
house is empty. Nah, let me start in the bathroom. So I take like a couple more minutes to sit, and my mother-in-law pulls up, and I was like, oh, thank
Wow.
God. Woo! That have not been good, Darren.
Lord have mercy.
That would have been something
It would have been
else.
terrible. Anyways, that was good.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed what we're talking about,
This is episode like
It's masturbation.
65, 64.
Jen with the clarification.
because he had done the hand, and if they listened to the audio, they wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
No.
They're talking about jerking,
Yeah.
the jerky, tugging the man pipe.
All right. Anyone going to PVD Fest this weekend?
I plan to,
Yeah.
I want to go.
but I'm getting my hair
I want
braided
to
that
go.
morning.
Go.
So I'm going
It's
later
the
in
whole
afternoon.
weekend.
Yeah, I just like to go Saturday usually.
Ah, okay. Cause
Yeah, me too.
It
Yeah.
starts what day? Thursday?
Thursday. But you know what I noticed this year? It's like I go on the website to try and figure out what's going on. This sucks.
Yeah.
I feel like
No
there's no
information?
hype.
No, there's no like table of what's happening and all of that. It's
Because
like,
last year I felt like it was a lot of information.
lot
out
of-
there.
it
Yeah.
was, and it was structured, and the
Yeah.
times. This person's performing at that time. This cultural event at that time. This
They
in
even
this
had that big
corner and that
dinner.
corner.
Because it was my Facebook memory a few days ago. Where they had that big community dinner. It was like a 1,000
Yeah.
person table. You could go just sit down and eat with people you didn't know.
And when they did that thing where they break the was it salsa or tango?
Oh, the
yeah.
record
World
for,
record.
bachata
yeah,
or something like
yeah,
that. right?
bachata, something like that. Like
I
it
went
was,
to that.
but it was all the times and everything was structured. And I went on the website to say, okay, which time should I look to be there? Which block of time for the stuff I like? And it's just like helter skelter.
You know what's funny? I think it was DJ Matic had put up something about why is it that there's no reggae or Caribbean
Yeah.
thing at PVD Fest. And I'm like, how is that even possible? That's so
Yeah.
true.
Do they leave it up to the DJs to just play the music?
But there's not even a reggae or soca DJ.
Well, there was last year.
Who was it?
There was.
Oh, yeah, there was. Yes.
over by
Near the Strand, right?
yeah. What's his name? Oh my god.
Danger?
Yeah, it's just
Was
a
it
list
Pauly
of
Danger?
Pauly
for
Danger.
one stage.
I wanted to make sure. I
Danger.
was like, maybe it's the wrong person.
No, yeah, it was Pauly Danger over there, and he played some nice old school stuff.
I missed it because it was
Yeah.
right when I got there, it was like ending.
Shout out to Fliz, the artist named Fliz.
Oh, yeah. Shout
I
out
saw
to
your
us.
picture on the PVD website, so that's good. If I knew what time you're performing, I could be there, Fliz.
The only thing I know is Chip Douglas is gonna have a stage at the State House at noon.
Okay.
That's the only thing I know.
Noon on
What
Saturday.
does he do?
He
Everything.
doesn't perform, but he has performers. I'm not really sure what.
He's a DJ Khaled of performance.
Yeah,
He's a
he curates different events,
Okay.
and he'll bring
Oh,
all
okay.
the creators together. So he had When Stars Align a few weeks ago, where
Okay.
there were a
Astro.
bunch of performers.
Okay, I saw that.
with all the lovely, talented females.
He said he's doing one for male R&B singers coming
Dope.
up.
And he had something recently, like last
Friday.
weekend.
He yelled at me. 'Cause I
Yeah.
didn't go to
Okay.
that either.
So yeah, he just puts together different events to bring all the creatives together and
okay.
showcase
So-
talent, different types of
Yeah,
talent.
so I'm
And
not-
PVD Fest is such a good thing they have going on. I really enjoy it. I think it's a great thing they have going on. I just
It is a great
wish I
thing
could
for Rhode
find some
Island, indeed.
structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if we can
Yeah.
find. If anyone out there has details on the events,
I just
please
know
send
they
it
have
to
the
us.
Facebook pages, but I haven't actually looked to see if they updated it.
Oh, see, I don't
Um,
go on Facebook like that, so
That's right.
that's a good idea, though.
But yeah, then at the end of the month is the much anticipated day trail. I've never been to one,
Nor have I.
but
No, and what? I'm sorry.
all the young
I'm
kids are
very-
looking at. No, don't. It's fine. 'Cause everyone, it's like it has a lot of hype to it, but I don't know anyone who's gone.
No, yeah, you do.
What is it? So it's just a day party?
Yeah,
Yeah.
big space.
Like
they
I
use
know the people
downtown.
who throw it and stuff. You know.
But you know, Vic.
Jay
Vic's
Nasty.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Kay's gone to a couple. Yeah, but it's I think downtown in the skating area they
Yeah, they
use
do
that
2 every
space now.
Is it the one where you don't know where it's going to be until?
I think that's yellow.
Or you
Cup.
have to? Oh,
I think that's yellow cup.
Yellow Cup weekend, which
I
is
know there's
also
so
coming
many.
up.
There's so many. I you and me both, girl.
Shout out to Wally. You know, we get Mr. Yellow Cup. Yeah.
Yeah, so but day trail tickets they sell out quicker than Jordan's. Like I watched it happen at work the other day. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a
And
thing. It
so-
blew up big time.
Yeah. So shout out to Jay Nasty and Sabrina and Stay Silent PVD.
Yes, yes.
You know, doing their
Oh, we
thing.
do.
But yeah, I haven't been doing. Man, tickets sell out too fast for me to go to one. So
Yeah, I be wanting to support the youngins doing their thing, but then I'm like, do I want to
so
be
much
there?
work.
I just give them a hug when I see them.
Friday night,
Oh.
plug, shameless plug. Team Jari has first Friday event at
Oh,
Vibe
yes,
Lounge.
I saw
Friday
that.
night.
Flowers.
At where?
Oh.
Vibe Lounge? on
Vibe
Friday?
Lounge, DJ Martin Famous and DJ Bonafide from Boston. It was so
Nice.
much fun last one.
Oh, nice.
I may go out.
You should go out.
Hmm.
I will send you the flyer.
Yes, please.
And once again, that same day as day trail is the fight at the Dunk. I was looking up tickets.
Oh.
They start at like $20-$25.
Yeah, yeah. Not bad
Who's
at all.
fighting?
Demetrius Andre Boo is his nickname. And he's born and raised in Providence, Rhode Island.
Woo!
And he's headlining the fight. This is the first time, at least that I know, that there's been a big professional fight at the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
Oh, that's
We typically
wonderful.
get Twin River or Foxwoods.
Mohegan, yeah.
So that's
Mohegan.
this weekend?
No, the 29th.
29th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When
So
is
down-
Pride?
I think it's this whole month. It can't be that same day. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
city will be like
Downtown's gonna be
completely congested.
nuts.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody that for PVD Fest, I feel like I'm a park. You guys can steal my idea. I'm a park somewhere close, like maybe at Classical, and take a jump bike down.
Oh, that's smart.
But if
But how you get
I
back?
happen to go, if I don't go, you could just take my parking garage thing.
Ooh.
I'm
But
parking
you
my
still would get
garage.
stuck in traffic if there's all this stuff going on, huh?
You
No,
want to be away
no,
from
my
the
park
traffic.
it's right on the outskirts.
Oh,
that's
That's where I
right.
parked last year.
That's
It
right.
was perfect.
Right near the laying down sleeping policeman. What is it called?
Near the crossing.
Yeah, near the crossing guard.
Oh, Sam. So make sure you follow us on social media platforms. PLSDLTHIS on Twitter, the same handle. On Facebook, please delete this. On YouTube, please delete this. Make sure you follow and share and subscribe on your favorite streaming platforms such as Spotify, Spreaker, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, iTunes podcast app,
Google Play.
Google Play, everywhere else that you listen to your favorite podcasts. Add us to the mix. Sam, can you tell us how we can find this
Yeah,
Kingston
make
8
sure
one
to
more time?
follow. Make sure to follow Kingston 8 on Instagram at Kingston 8 T's TEEZ
Yes.
or TEEZ.
Hey.
It's nice apparel.
Yeah, depending on how you where you come from.
It's funny because you were reading with Darren. So when I walked in, and you're like Z for zebra.
You look, I didn't say Z for zebra. I was like, I was just going to screw Darren's child's head all
the
up.
heart is all messed up.
He just gonna smile at you
Screw
like
his head all up.
And for those that are gonna get clothes either from the website or reach out to Sam, I want you to remember this, and she didn't tell me to say this, but don't ask for a hookup. In fact, if you know someone that's involved in a business or has their own business, you should give more money. if you work for Macy's or something like that and you want to hook your people up, that's fine. Your daddy don't own it. You didn't pay for the
You're
inventory.
gonna lose your job anyway.
You're
Whatever.
gonna lose your job anyways. But if you know someone that's doing something and you really want to support them, supporting them isn't just wearing the tee. Supporting them isn't just posting something. Support with your money.
Yes.
So help to keep the business going.
Yes.
So if you get a tee, if you get a couple of tees, pay full price. Maybe even throw a little extra. Support the movement financially.
Yes.
Just want to throw that out.
It's
There.
not
Thank
just
you,
tees.
Sir
There's
Bim.
there's
Thank you,
hoodies,
Sir Bim.
correct?
There's hoodies too, yeah,
and,
and crop tops coming.
Waiting for a hat, nice little dad hat. If
Yeah,
if you
okay.
can make that hat
Okay.
for a player.
dad
Or a
hat.
shower
I'm
cap.
gonna make you a dad.
Shower.
They're gonna make a dad hat that says Ban Drake.
Wait a minute.
What? Shower caps.
If you can somehow, maybe we say it off mic,
Yes.
specifically Kingston, specifically for the dreads.
Because it makes sense. A lot of people in Jamaica have dreads. So therefore, to have a shower cap that's manly,
Come on.
Right?
branded,
See? Darren, cut this stuff out in post production. Hey,
That's genius, though.
thank you.
come on now.
Yeah. So
Corner
they
of the
don't have to
market.
wear the Dollar Tree.
Right, and they don't have to feel like
Cheap
they're wearing a
scandal
bonnet with
bags.
the lacing.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
Come on now.
It's like a shower cap. meets
Maybe if I know
do-rag.
someone who's planning to buy a sewing machine.
The way you, anyways,
That's what you should
that's
call
for
it.
personal use.
Shower cap means do-rag. I like that.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Wow. Jen, come
Yeah.
on. Why are we
A
giving
manly
this good
shower
game out
cap.
right now?
Why don't they have those? Men have long hair.
Yeah, they do.
Not even just dreads. Like there's a lot of men
Have
with
you
long
searched
hair.
for a man
Yeah.
one, Darren?
No, because they only sell them in places like Sally's and Beauty Works. So or Fripp, you're already thinking, nah, that's
Yeah,
not
every time I
manly.
have to go into Sally's, it's like I get looks like,
See,
and it's like I'm just
here for the beeswax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because even my kid, he uses those plastic ones like
Yeah.
once in a blue moon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just deal with it. But I will say that if you could make a shower cap,
A manly shower cap.
manly shower cap, that'd make me
We
happy.
shouldn't even
love
call it
that
shower
idea.
clap. Yeah.
Shower clap.
Shower cap.
So I just Googled shower cap for dreads, right?
Oh boy.
And the first thing
Oh boy.
image I see is a white dude with dreads.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh wow. The scandal back on his head. Oh my god.
I mean,
Wow.
Why is a white man representing his dreads?
because those black guys are like, nah, we'll just deal with it.
Oh, but you wouldn't wear
Well,
that?
they have
What's
swim
this one?
caps.
Yeah.
No, but that's a swim cap, and that swim cap is not.
They're not gonna fit on
convenient.
dreads.
Nah.
Well, there's one for dreads there.
Oh, swim
But
cap?
swim
this.
cap's hard to put
Look at-
on.
look
You
at
know,
the
I don't want to do it
turbo
every
there.
day.
Nah, not anymore.
Darren, you're in the shower. Who cares
you
how
wear swim
fashionable it is?
I don't think
I
have
can't be enticing my wife wearing a big old bonnet.
Y'all already in the shower together.
Well, I would. if-
You're worried about turning on your wife? You should be worried about keeping your hair dry in the shower. What are you talking about?
You can't lose a spark.
When you're done,
Thank you, Sam.
when you're done in the shower and you smell all good, then you whip it off and you swing the thing, and then you do what you do.
How do you,
Wow.
how do you do
Jen,
it, Jen?
please show how
Yeah,
you do
how do you
that
do it again? How do you do
You
it?
whip it off and you swing the thing.
Yeah.
See, that'll entice his wife. You don't gotta worry about the shower bonnet. Shower boy it.
Wait. Wrap this thing up there.
That's what she said.
You got
Again.
mad kids. You didn't,
Again.
oh, the hair now. Oh,
Hair.
double entendre. I ain't asking.
All
That's why
pun
they-
intended.
that's why
all
they
pun
keep me here.
intended.
Sorry, Darren. It's been a rough episode
I
for
hate you
you.
guys. I hate you guys so much.
Darren, you ever have just one dread hang out the shower caps and just get wet?
Here and there, I guess.
Well, what if it gets wet? What's the big deal?
That's just annoying.
No,
It's as long as the roots don't
my
get wet.
hair, my hair takes forever to dry. So no
Oh.
So
Today I work with one wet ass dread.
just
Just one wet long line on your butt.
yeah, it's usually one of the back ones that will slip out. Like this one will get wet, and it takes forever to dry.
sick
So
of her.
to go to bed
Sick of me
with a
too.
wet head. Pause.
Yeah.
I told him to wrap it up. I don't know why he ain't wrap it up.
Sam asked me a question. I had to answer a question.
Ignore.
I can't ignore Sam. Anyways, guys, yeah, don't listen to him. Thank you so much
I
for
thought we were friends.
listening and
We're great
rocking.
friends.
We will talk to you guys next week for episode
Thank you,
68.
Sam, for joining us.
Thanks
Thank
for
you for
tuning in.
having
Thank
me,
you.
guys.
Yes. Make
Thank
sure you check
you.
out Kingston 8
Yes.
tees.
Thank
Follow the
you. This
Instagram. We'll
was
put up all
fun.
the information.
And sober.
And sober again.
Yeah,
I
because we
can't-
have bad
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah. So talk to you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Welcome to our TED Talk.
Toodaloo, toodaloo.